Alright.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Fucking cantaloupes.
Cantaloupe.
I was gonna go with drive through, but fucking cantaloupes.
Fuck those cantaloupes.
Fuck those cantaloupes.
All the
What they ever done for us? Nothing, I say.
All
Is
right.
that better?
Yeah, that's
That's much better.
Yay.
Okay.
A good thing has happened.
All right. Let's do. Goldy, did you take notes last time we played?
No, but I do remember what we did.
Yeah. You want to take the helm for this week's recap?
Okay. Last time, we had to do a cattle cave of creatures who were escaping from a bunch of boxes. One of which was, what was the name of the big creature?
Onkeg.
Onkeg. The fight took a little while, but inevitably we managed to subdue most of them, at which time an individual showed up and through what appeared to be almost like a portal and just zapped everything away from the second half of the carriage. We, along with what was Harry's friend's name again?
Brother Kane.
Brother Kane, of course. Managed to get us all the way, at which point we decided to regroup back at our inn. And we had a long conversation about what was going on, what possibilities it could be. Inevitably, Brother Kane and Dante, yes, I remembered, need to go to some kind of meeting, of which point Shifa and I'm trying not to look at the thing. Layla, sorry, Cari, decided to actually follow them. Shifa with great success, and Layla not so much. At which point that they Dante and Brother Kane had the meeting, and I'll be honest with you, I zoned out a little bit in the meeting itself, so I can't relay the proper information about it.
Me too.
If someone else wants to jump into that part.
Nah, I was gone, mate.
Right. The one thing I do remember is that Dante has been almost given permission to join the group because we apparently are good people for the cause of their deity, which was light, the domain of light. Everlight, is it?
Everbright.
Everbright.
However,
Almost.
none of you know this,
No,
except for Shifa.
It is. Hang on. It is the Everlight. My last name is Everbright.
That's right. Everlight.
It was a
Yeah.
long session, okay?
So you know
Yeah,
his
it was.
last name
That's
is Everbright, but you do not, besides Shifa, know the god that he follows.
Mm.
Shifa's the only player at the table that knows.
Right.
Layla knows it now. We've talked about
Because
Yes,
you guys were
he
heading back,
informed
so
me.
he would have dumped it. Yeah. So
I
Caidi
know
and Jesliann do
everything
not.
That he knows.
Because I'm drunk currently.
But Dante does
Also, Happy New Year, Dancing.
Dante does return with Kane after this meeting. So just as a quick, I don't remember if I had mentioned that, but at the end of the session,
Yes.
when they had finished their nice, lovely dinner, it was not too late, actually. I'd say it's probably dark outside. It would have been a nightfall, but yeah, they would have been returning to the tavern.
I remember Jesliann and Caidi were drinking when we came back, so we just sat down next to
Yeah.
them.
What's the Jesliann drinking?
Jesliann did
She
drink.
intimidated.
Right.
I intimidated someone, but Jesliann
Got a free drink out of it.
Yes, I remember.
We got free drinks, but Jesliann's not drunk.
Right.
I am.
There's a nice violinist playing for the evening.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And Dante, when you enter the tavern, you see your friends, your newly found friends that you just had mortal combat with, alongside rather. And I would say this is a little weird, but your passive insight picks up that Kane kind of mimes tipping a hat to the violinist upon entry. But it is a lively tavern. Evening's full of brightness, and as this number plays, it's very pronounced, and there's a brief moment of silence for a while before they erupt in applause and continue to drink and have a great time.
The patrons?
Patrons, yes.
I believe Jesliann is still in our room. Did we go back downstairs to Jesliann?
I
We were
remember
still.
that you guys were at the table.
Yeah.
Were kind of drunk when I came.
In that case, encore, encore.
Is Layla currently at the table?
I am at the table. I'm trying to like nudge water towards Caidi without her looking.
I can't take another. I'm already drunk, so I'm going.
I know.
to
Don't worry. This you're like this. It's good. It's like a different alcohol.
Okay.
See, you really.
Oh, I would have loved to see the deception check on that.
What deception check? I'm completely just gone.
It's a deception check with advantage.
Yeah.
You know what? Why not? Rob, is that
I can
okay?
do that.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm the one
Do a deception check.
that. No,
For
Ron-
what?
See whether or not Caidi can be fed water.
She thinks that water is alcohol.
Who thinks the water's alcohol?
Me.
I told her here. I told Caidi here. Drink this. It's a different type of alcohol, and it's just a cup of water. But my deception is a +1 for 18.
You were rolling against Katie's passive insight.
Which probably goes down when you're drunk. I don't know.
I'm 15, but that makes sense. Wouldn't it go down if I'm drunk?
Backwards.
If you want to have disadvantage, it's -5 to that passive score.
Why is that
I
back?
think I would if I was drunk.
Either way, if it's 15 and I rolled an 18.
Bottoms up.
This tastes funny. Continues to drink.
It's a little different, but
It's refreshing.
Why does it taste like nothing?
It's part of the drink. It's supposed to make you feel different, but not really taste different.
It's enchanted. It's enchanted alcohol, so you don't taste the alcohol.
Special.
Right,
From
right.
Marquette, where I am from, we drink it all the time.
And I do like an obvious wink.
Yeah.
So oh
What?
God, what time is
What?
Layla.
What?
Layla?
What?
Sorry.
What is it called?
It's
It is,
called,
agua.
Yeah.
Agua.
Yes.
I will remember this. I'm not gonna remember this.
Rob, is the tavern, or sorry, is the inn like super packed at the moment?
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty packed for the evening.
Excuse me.
Alright, I am just going to go and join everyone at the table. The
King heads back to the room. He just says,
Hey!
I'm quite full from dinner, so I'll see you later.
yeah, I just wave him off.
Oh, bye.
You notice he
brother.
flicks a couple silver
Okay.
into the hat at the stage.
Should I take Caidi upstairs?
No,
As soon as Dante
To
arrives?
go?
No. I want to try more of this agrabah.
Ah, yes, the agua. From
Agrabah.
Agua from Agreba. Ah, la, 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 la.
I specifically want to be next to Layla and just like cover my mouth and just be like, did you just fill a cup with water and telling her that it's no? Why don't I believe
That-
you?
Okay, if I need water.
And then
What are you talking about?
quietly in this same motion, so like peeling away a little bit, whispering only so Layla can hear. Dante's just gonna. Did you follow me?
Why would I do that?
I don't know, but there was a very clumsy person who had a very bright hair, who lit up in the dark. I don't think I have seen a single other Genasi like you, Layla. Did you follow me or not?
Maybe.
I don't appreciate that.
Security.
Why?
I want to protect you. You know, like what happens if you go to a big group and then they attack you?
You don't follow people without asking them. You don't do that.
You told us not to go.
You didn't ask if you could come. You just followed without asking. Also, hang on, us? What do you mean us? Who else followed?
You told no one followed. I said you told us, as in all of us, included in us, not to go.
Okay,
I
my bad.
want to make sure you were okay. I get what you're saying. You have boundaries, yes? So you don't want
Yes.
boundaries to be crossed.
This is a boundary.
Sometimes you die when you don't let people cross your boundary.
You just tell me that you're worried and you want to know where I'm going. You just don't do that without telling me. That's the part I don't appreciate.
Okay. I can do that.
Okay?
Okay.
What are you
Okay.
guys talking about?
Nothing important. It's okay.
Are you sure?
It is
Is
fine.
your jaw okay? It looks like it hurt.
How many has she had?
I don't know.
Just
She said at least one agua.
one and a half. Katie, why don't we go upstairs for a quick nightcap? Why don't we go back to the room? Let's go.
Me?
Dante,
Yes, yeah.
I am sorry.
Thank you.
I'm taking
Apologies
this as well with me.
accepted. So is Jesliann and Caidi going back to the room now?
Well, I figured that we would. I would take her back upstairs and get her to lie down. Because I don't think she should drink anymore.
I'm sorry, you said she only had the 1.5?
Yes. She's.
Two.
You know, kind of weak to alcohol.
It's 2 because I started drinking the second. That counts as 2. You round up.
Yeah, 2.
Yes.
Yeah, quite.
Very right.
I mean, wait, no, sorry, hold on. 3. They've had 3.
Round up, you had 3.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And
You
a
know what? I
half.
think I agree with Jesliann. I think it is time for a nightcap for you.
3.5. That makes 4.
Let's take your what's it called again? I've forgotten. Let's take that upstairs and you can drink that Agua bar. You can drink that upstairs. Let's go. And then I grab her hand and lead her back to the room.
I feel like you're
Lifts
gonna hold
her
me.
entire
You-
body
you-
up.
Shoulder me a little bit.
Like a chick, like a duck.
Oh no,
Are
you
you
pick
at the
me up,
table?
don't you? Just like you're so big.
How tall
Like
is
a-
Caidi? I don't know. How big is?
5'7", I think is what I made her.
I mean, Jesliann's not crazy tall for a
Average
dragonborn.
5'11". I made her 5'11". Yeesh, I forgot about that.
Maybe I should have made her taller. I don't know. But
Katie's 5'11" with the soul of someone 5'5".
My soul.
But regardless, just to push along, I am now upstairs.
Yeah.
Does she do that often?
Well, in the time that I've known her, we did drink once before and she had the same problem. So I think it is a recurring thing. Personally, I don't like to drink too much because you have to keep your brain focused on what's going around.
Yeah, I've never been too much of a fan of too much drinking.
But then again, she didn't do too much drinking. That's
Right,
the sad
yeah.
part.
So that
I'm
is
not
fair.
here, but I'm concurring anyway.
From upstairs, just the reverse. You're a very
I rub your face. Why are you agreeing? What are you agreeing with?
Sorry, someone just sent me something on TikTok and it's absolutely fucking. The picture alone is just. I don't know if this will show properly.
What is that?
Focus,
Kitty?
focus.
Cat
Yeah,
It is a kitty.
cat in a litter box.
Litter
cat
box?
in a box. Unfortunately, it won't focus, but we can see
Won't
the
focus.
cat.
There it is.
Oh, okay, it is a litter box. No, is it a cat?
Yeah, it's a cat, but he's just like he's just posted up. Look at him.
Huh. He's looking, he's watching.
He's just.
Why?
Playing some serious
Why
defense.
is the cat standing like
I
that?
don't know. I was gonna say. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail. I just saw that and I was like, that's hilarious.
Oh, so,
Hmm.
how are you?
I'm very good.
Good.
How are you?
I am good. A little embarrassed, and my toe hurts.
Yeah, I did try not to laugh.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
If you want, you can ask me what it was, by the way.
What was it?
I can't
I'm
give
curious.
full information because of the nature of it. But it I will give you a half truth.
Okay.
It is a meeting from my deity, which is the Platinum Dragon Bahamut.
Bahamut. Do I know about Bahamut?
You
I
do
feel
your-
like I would. I think he is. Yeah, he's like good. Rob, are you missing me?
I like
No.
to remind you that I said this is a half
No,
truth.
okay. Half truth. Okay.
This is a half
Oh,
truth,
good.
and you are focusing on the wrong bit.
Oh, I'm focusing on the other half of the truth.
The other half of the truth.
Okay.
I can't give you more
So-
than that.
Okay. So meeting and your god is Platinum Dragon.
No. No, I meant the god one is the lie.
Oh, I won't tell anyone. Got it.
Good. I trust you since everyone else is not going to pay attention to what we're talking about.
Right. Well, I know you had a meeting.
Yes. But it was basically being a pseudo initiation into this.
Well, as long as whatever it was good, like the Platinum Dragon, then that is good.
No, it was good. Lot of change in perspectives.
Kind of like drawing.
Like drawing.
Yeah, when you draw, you have different perspective. It's really complicated. That's why I only draw flowers.
That I will crack and laugh at that. I suppose you're right. I did not perceive it like that.
I don't know why I'm making myself laugh so hard at that.
Your party. Oh, so is Sheep still at the table?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Okay, good.
So we're
So Shifa's
So,
by himself at the table, and the rest of you went back to the
we're all
room.
at the table. He's just quiet.
I assumed that Jesliann would have come downstairs by now.
So Caidi's in the room by herself.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe-
I have my drink, sir.
Okay, Jodie, what were you intending to
Is
do
Caidi
then?
asleep?
Yeah, I the second you put me on the bed, I felt something soft. I clocked out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Caidi's
the
asleep.
immediate.
Sleeping.
I didn't have any particular plans, so I think I will come back down and join the group and join in with the conversation.
Okay.
So I'll come back down. Hi everyone. Yes, Caidi's quite comfortable and relaxed. She dropped off as soon as her head hit the pillow. She's doing okay. She's doing okay.
Good.
Good to know.
Well, now that the majority of you are here, Katie can sleep this off at the moment. Not that I don't want to include her, but well, she's drunk, so can't really help
She
it.
won't remember.
That too. What are your next plans?
Well, for me, that would be via Layla to she has some contacts that might be able to provide some funding or charitable donations.
The ones in the next city over, isn't it? Is that
Yes.
is that what you said? I forgot what the name of it is.
It's the one after Rexindrum.
Yeah, because it's yes.
Yes, to an expedition to travel to the fallen city, whose name I've completely forgot. Out of character. I'm sorry, I've forgotten.
It's not arrows. It's
Let me. Don't have that Wildemount map. Is it on there?
Yeah, Rosa. Is that it?
Eurosa's where we're headed. Yeah.
I thought you were headed to Pride Skull.
Pride
No,
Skull.
Eurosa. I'm going to Eurosa to meet with Vivian.
Okay.
So it's in.
That hasn't changed.
It's on this island called. Is it on that island? That separate island? I can't remember. I'm looking at the map, but I think it's on. Oh my god! How do I zoom in?
Sorry, I know this is happening out of character. I do like the idea that Jesliann has pulled out a map and has gone, which one was it again? That one. No. Hang on, not that one.
So it's Aor, and it's on.
Aor, okay.
Aor crash site. Yeah. So that's on. I don't know what the name of this island is. Sorry.
The one up there.
Just pointing out that you guys do not have
exactly.
a full-fledged map of Isocross. Does not exist.
We don't.
So like you be right here, and she just points at the
You
table.
do not know
above.
anything about Isocross or where it is, and you do not have a map of Isocross. You cannot see that.
But Jesliann knows vaguely where it is, right?
You know that Isocross has been known to be the location of a lost city, but it is really fucky with magic, and you have no clue how to get there, and it is extremely off limits to most people.
Okay, so I'll say, yeah, it's believed to be in this general area, but there's really no detailed maps or a proper expedition that has been mounted to the area. So the area is quite unsurveyed at the moment, but this is the general area, and I need to gather more information and so on. But this is my goal. It's going to take a very long time. I need a lot of support and resources and information. So as it stands, this is not something I can do currently. It might take oh God, it might take a year to even be ready to
But
go.
your immediate plans is to head over to past Rexington towards what was it again, Layla? Eurosa.
Oh,
In order to meet
yes.
to meet her contact to get funding for your endeavor.
My mentor is in Eurosa, so maybe we can like talk to her, and then she will know somebody back in Marquette that we can go talk to, and maybe they can get us in touch with the higher ups, and then we can get funding.
Okay, that sounds great. Aside from that, my goal is to continue the short-term goals to continue in adventuring, and really with this fine party we've assembled here, and yeah, I think we can earn some coin along the way. Maybe have a bit of fun. Maybe not Caidi. She's having a bit too much fun, but aside from that, so yeah.
She's allowed
to
she's allowed to unwind. It's just hilarious and unfortunate that one drink is her limit.
I think in future maybe we'll water down her ale.
Perhaps, but
She has many secrets she doesn't want to talk about. But I don't
what about what happened today?
Today, yes, I'm very curious about it.
I am also concerned about it. A bunch of poachers, basically, bringing all those creatures to the city.
You think they were
I don't know how
poachers?
Well, I'm using poachers loosely. We don't know what they actually were. But for a lack of a better table.
Is there any area where they are known to be native that they could have been obtained?
Give me a Arcana check.
Okie dokie. Arcana. Quite good at 14.
Didn't we also have to go to the swamp? Or
We
bog?
do have to go to the swamp as well to get that fruit for you, the doorlight fruit, right?
Yep.
Swamp.
What is it at the
It's in the
swamp?
opposite direction. So after Yorosa, there's a swamp in the southeast that has healing power. No, not the swamp doesn't have the healing powers. There's
I'm
a
just going to
Bog,
move you
wall
guys
of
to the
bog.
world
Might
map
be
because
in
I believe
there.
you do have the map of the Zemni Fields. So you guys can observe this map while you're discussing things if you'd like.
Okay.
I was looking at this
Furthermore,
interactive map.
to talk with Jesliann for a moment, your
Yeah.
Arcana check is a little shady. You're not quite like
Yeah, not
positive
quite.
on where it is. You know that
Yeah.
based off of its general construction as a creature, that it would be a burrower by nature, but is large enough to be an apex predator in its kind of general region, similar to like a lion would be. So wherever they may be, you're not quite certain if they are underground only creatures, if they are like creatures that would live in the hills. They don't seem to be mountainous creatures, you would venture to say, but you don't know if they're a purely underground creature or like more of a land-based ambusher type creature. You can't quite put your finger down, and you definitely can't figure out which region they might be from. But all you can know is that you've never seen one in person before.
Right. Yes, it seems to be a bit of a burrow, but I don't know where this could be for. Except for I think there are a few environments that could be eliminated. So I think a marine environment maybe could be eliminated, such as waterways, river areas
Swamps.
could be eliminated, and swamp areas could be eliminated. Other than that, it's really unknown.
Rob, I'm gonna take out that walk seeker we have,
Yeah.
analyze it a little bit, and
Mhm.
try to compare with that clockwork thing we fought a while ago, and try to figure out if the construction was similar.
Okay.
Maybe the same.
So for
maker.
this, you have a very detailed understanding of the Vox Seekers. You've got a lot of info on them. You also have one in your possession. So this is going to be more about recalling information about the other piece that is now no longer in your possession. So please make a history check. And you will not get advantage for this. This will just be a flat roll because I would normally give you disadvantage.
9.
There's a lot of similarities, but that's the only thing that you can bank on. They're both clockwork things. They both have similar ways of movement. One is a burrower, one's a climber. That's all you can really discern. They both have, I think, something that deals with detonation, but one of them, I think that you notice that the Vox Seeker actually like completely destroys its construction while the other is able to retain it. But again, the thing that I'd say that the reason that you have a 9 is like, it didn't break when it did its thing, but it broke when it got hit weird. So very inconsistent comparison. So it's tough. But you're probably looking at the Vox Seeker and drawing a blank because you're just kind of just staring at it, but not really analyzing it because you know most of the stuff that you need to know about this is just kind of like hoping your brain's going to trigger a memory and it just doesn't. And Dante, you see Shifa pull out this, what at first glance you figure is just like a crab, but then it glints in the sconces and the kind of general torchlight in the room. And it looks like it's made out of like some kind of gold plating and metal. And it looks like a crab with some sort of like insignia on it. And if you go to the Discord channel, actually I'll just put it again in here. I have another copy of it, so I'll just put it in general. Wildemount photos, tokens, artwork. It looks something like this, although it's probably a bit smaller than that. And the legs have more hook-like appendages that look like it could definitely hold on to like almost any surface.
Looks kind of cute.
Yeah, it's about this big.
With that, okay.
A little bit bigger than a softball.
Seeing that, Dante will get curious.
Me,
Shiva.
the player, wants to name it Sebastian, but my character wouldn't do that. My character wouldn't do that.
You could just name it Sebastian without like relating it to anything. He's like, let's name it Sebastian.
What is
No.
that thing?
We fought the what's that guy's name we killed?
We fought. Who's the guy we killed?
Oh, you mean the one back in?
Oh yeah, the guy I brutally murdered. Yeah, that guy.
Well, to be fair, one of us murdered him, not the others.
Well, you're all complicit.
Stalmas.
Stalmas, yes.
That's
The bastard.
when we fought Stalmas, he had a bunch of these in Upper Duke. We managed to get one that was not activated.
There was a lot of them. That is actually how the Goliath broke out of jail with the help of many kobolds. Speaking of kobolds, do you know a good doctor or surgeon?
I mean, I can heal, but depends what you're trying to heal.
He's more mechanical based because the bastard. What did we say his name was? Stalmast. Surgically put small little bombs in each of the kobolds' chests. And if they die, they go boom.
They have to be surgically removed, right?
They have to be surgically removed. And we have 2 kobold friends, Deep Zimbabwe. When we return, we will introduce them to you. And they need them to be removed.
Yes.
That is horrendous.
You did.
Why are you calling me now? What the fuck? Sorry, hang on.
I think we even came across one of the kobolds that was laying.
It was
He's on the phone.
Oh.
It was a wrong number.
Wrong number.
Yeah, the kobold, the one. Do you mean the one that was in the bed, in the like it was dead, and then we saw the.
No, it was alive, but it was recovering from surgery. And I don't think they were asleep when they put it in. We have like a whole book diagram, but.
Yeah, it was pretty horrific affair. The whole thing. Yes.
Sorry, I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm being summoned or something.
Okay. But yeah, we need to find the. My thing says we have a book that can help Dibs and Bagua and find the Dorlight fruit. It's on my list.
So we have the book we have. It's with the surgical diagrams, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it. I mean, I hope we can find a surgeon. It's just that the money involved would be quite a lot. We need to think about that aspect and start putting some money aside.
I didn't really think of that. You're right.
Yeah.
Although we have found a lot of money recently.
Yes, I think we can scrape something together to pay for a surgeon.
Yeah, I think if we can maybe in Rexington, we can find that we can show this book and be like, okay, this is the diagram of how to insert it. So a really, really good surgeon could retroactively think backwards while looking at the book.
Yeah, in reverse. I think so. So yeah, the reason I thought of that is because I'm like, oh yeah, there's no NHS in like Wildemount. Is
Why would you think like that?
What is NHS? National Health System?
Natural Health Service.
Yeah,
Service,
it's like National Health Service, so it's like you get medical care at the point of need, basically.
How do
And
we
it's
get this conversation?
paid through taxes.
What is happening?
Because we need to have the national health care given to Tibbs and Bagua, our best friends.
Well, we are giving we'll be giving local healthcare. It'll be just us raising money. But yeah, that's on the list of goals. Find a surgeon.
And a surgeon. Let me
Syndrome.
think on that. I might be able to assist, but I don't know any direct surgeons.
Do you think your friend, brother,
Okay.
Mr. K?
Kane might know?
Brother K.
Possibly. Maybe. Not sure. You never know with him. Like a bag of magical beans. You pull something out, he comes up with some wild idea.
Magical bean. Is that like the boy who planted one and it got like a giant beanstalk?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Although in the way that I know the story, the beanstalk goes down into the ground.
Oh,
Yes. It's very weird.
Never heard that version.
I suppose the roots go down.
Sorry, just look, I would like to ask you all something. Preferably with Katie here, but obviously Katie's sleeping off, so not important.
I can quietly walk downstairs if you want.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Hey guys!
I do assume the answer. I think I already know exactly where you all stand. However, I would like to do this properly and ask if I could join your party.
Formal.
Please
I think
do.
it's just right to do these things properly.
You are properly inducted.
Layla really just like, yep, you're in. Good. No one else to say anything.
You have my same accent. You are my brother. I have made you my brother. You have my accent.
It'd be fantastic if you could join. We're very much, me personally, very much enthusiastic about that. Yes, it'd be wonderful.
Layla, you do know that you'll have to update the registry. You did talk with Bushwaddle about that.
Okay. Do we know?
Let's change the name as well.
It's optional.
Do we know? Well,
Optional.
we're just going to call them Delta X, and there's a X.
X. Okay.
So EX, no, just big X.
Just a
What if
letter
you-
X.
What if you do Delta V for 5?
Delta V? It doesn't sound as cool as Delta X, so does it?
No.
Hey, but Delta V, yeah, we'll have to talk to Katie when she wakes up.
But with that, and I look over at Shiva. Are you also okay with me joining the party, Shiva?
You protected innocence. You are already one of us.
I'm
Well, I
glad for
said
that.
be my brother.
Thank you all. No, yes, it was formal, but I find it important to have things like that said properly. It'd be one thing for me to tag along with, no Wayfair, and to have all of you just turn and go, well, we didn't quite ask you to come along, but you're here anyway, so.
That'd be
Yeah,
funny. Then we'd be like, oh,
that's
why is
true,
this guy
yeah.
here?
But this way it is more official. And I would ask Katie, but, obviously.
Yes.
I think she
That
likes
could be
it.
a question for them.
You can
Not
hear
in
like a
that way.
large thud upstairs, just a bottle dropping.
This is like above table to keep things clear. When it comes to registry as an adventuring party, this is just so you can get recognition for official business that's done on behalf of Empire parties. So like if you're doing a quest for the Empire, you need to have some form of identification in order to accept quests that are official. So that like if you go see a market board or something that has like jobs that are to be done, if it's for anyone in the Empire or for someone that needs to be an official thing, you guys can actually build up a physical paper trail. I tried to do
Paper
trail
trout.
and route at the same time, and it came out as
Trout.
trout.
You did a Jerry.
I did a Jerry.
Wet paper.
But yeah, so
I
you'll
don't know
have
if you
an
can eat that, Rob.
official route backwards, but that
Good
also means that if you get enough renown and enough recognition within more large circles, that it's like a twin edge, right? The more kind of low key questing that you do, doesn't really matter how long your paper trail is, as long as you don't do anything for anyone important. But the more people that you do something for important and more official stuff, then you might be more subject to like scrutiny from higher ups as well. So it goes both ways. So like if you, let's say you have like a bunch of aliases, a bunch of secret people joining a trail, and then you make a big name for yourselves, and then people are like, none of these names are tracking anywhere. I don't know what this means. So you have to be careful about that sort of thing if that's like what you're interested in, or if you're like trying to keep a low key in the Empire. You don't want to do any big jobs. That would probably be advised. Or you could just do under the table things like jobs for farmers or like smaller gigs, or do things for like important people that aren't associated with the Empire. But they have to be within big individual status of themselves in order to avoid that sort of thing. But this is more like, again, above table, how kind of jobs are accepted in adventure guilds and stuff like that. There's not really an official adventurers guild because you're within a empire that's run by a political power. If you guys were to go down, let's say to Nicodranus in the Clovis Concord, you don't really need an official name. It's just like people to know your name. They can like, they're like, oh yeah, we did a job for this group of people called this. It's easier for us to find them based off of that name. It's less official. You don't have to register for anything. You just say like, oh, how do I remember you? Or what do I tell people when you do something nice for them? It's kind of like pirates code, if you will. Like it's you guys aren't pirates or anything, but that's kind of the general idea. Is adventurers guilds are not really a thing on this continent. So
Do you know if there's a place here in the city that we can register, or do we have to do that?
yeah. You guys officially registered within the Crown's Guard office, so they've got official paperwork within Crown's Guard office. You could just go find anywhere. You can talk with the Crown's Guard, and they'll probably direct you to their office.
Oh, okay.
You just don't want to go talk with Registrant. It's after hours right now, for sure, but you'd have to do it tomorrow. But you could ask them tonight. There's plenty of Crown's Guard in here. They're just all off duty.
Come. And I grab your hand.
What are we doing?
We are going to talk to that dude over there.
Why are we talking to him?
We are going to put you in our group.
I pull it back. I eat after hours?
But I have to go ask him where to go so that we can go tomorrow.
I know you're excited, but let's just ask them tomorrow.
Okay.
There's no chance that they might give us a shit answer anyway. It's okay. I'm not going to disappear in the night, Layla.
Okay.
I know you're excited.
Be patient.
We be patient. We do it tomorrow. We can do it in the morning tomorrow.
Okay. Then let's go to bed.
Oh, hang on. I'm gonna drag it back over. I'm gonna drag it back over the table.
What time is it? Is it like bedtime?
It's definitely after dinner by about an hour, so you could take that as like anywhere between 7 and 10 o'clock p.m. roughly.
So it might not be quite bedtime yet.
I mean, in the adventuring world, you guys need 8 hours, so you can figure that out from there.
Well, we could say we can go to bed and be up at dawn. So assuming dawn was like 6 a.m. or something like that.
Yeah, you probably need to bed down within the hour, if that's the case.
Yeah. So yeah, we should think about heading to bed.
Before we do that, I just wanted to ask how you guys decide where to go as a group.
Where to go next? Yes, that's a very good question actually. We did think about it, and we thought about some possible routes to hit some goals, because we have to tackle each problem one at a time.
Of course.
Yeah. So the we was going. I think we was gonna go to the next. Okay. I can't see the other map.
That's okay.
Wait, hold up. We was gonna go to the next place
Dressing
over, right?
Oh yes.
You're gonna go
You go
to.
to right now. Go to
Yarosa.
Rexington, then Yorosa, then to the bog to get the
Saltwater
Goldy fruit,
bug.
and then from there we don't know. Probably back to Hupperduke to do the Dolite fruit thing, and then go down to Zedash,
Wait,
and then from Zedash.
What's the name? What was the name of the place? The next
I
place
don't
again?
remember.
You don't.
Saltwater bug.
Rexington.
No, that
But it-
place is actually really far. Saltwater Bog is actually like on the other
It's
side
not
of the
too
map.
far
I think.
from Yorosa though.
Erosa?
We're on our way to Yorosa, so we have like a whole
Okay.
pink circle line thing.
Okay, so there's. Okay, did Rob put the other map back on?
I did.
He did.
It is now, yeah.
Okay, great, thanks. Yeah, so so that we've left Hupperduke. We left
And we're in-
Hupperduke, right?
Not yet.
I
No, we're in
don't know.
Nogravarot.
Mm.
The next place is Rexington. After that is Erosa. After that is the Saltwallow Bog.
Yeah,
If you want
So-
to know. Sorry, I think I saw the bug.
that's roughly.
Mm.
Yeah, so we let's just say we are looking at a map with Dante and throwing him this.
If you want to know how we usually figure things out, we just sit in a circle and say, hey, I want to do this. And, oh, I want to do this. And then we figure out which way is the most efficient way to do it. Basically.
Okay. I understand. I more
Yeah,
ask in
minimal
case
goals.
we. Fair. I more wanted to ask in case we really wanted to investigate this incident
I would
today.
like to add that to our list.
Yes.
Yeah,
Do
that's a
you
good
think we can learn
idea.
more on Rexington?
Maybe,
Bigger
but
city.
sure, but the trail
Maybe
might
the
be hot
Crown
here.
Guard. Tomorrow they may have some info for us.
Yeah, we
can
can
ask them.
try get some info tomorrow.
That is not a bad idea, actually. I did not think about that.
That's how we
Yeah.
worked the stuff in Hupperduke. We were
Here's-
initiated.
We
Here's
can
the
make some
thing.
inquiries, but we need to do it
They-
on the DL.
Here's the thing. They had a few under disguise agents, let's just say. So whoever we speak to, we might be incriminating ourselves against them.
This is true.
We'll have to be careful with our word. I don't think I should be the one to talk to them about it.
We need to be careful and quite selective. It would be good if. Oh, do you know what I was going to say? Somebody who's. We're all quite. We stand out a lot, each of us. Maybe Caidi not so much. Maybe Caidi when she's sobered up.
Yeah, but you don't want her to, unless she has a script. You don't want her being subtle.
We'll give her a script or something because I
You don't want me being subtle.
I stand out. There's not many Dragonborn around here. People are gonna remember me, and you stand out.
Do you have any spells to make you look different?
That's a good question. I'm glad you asked that question.
If you do, you could prep it tonight and use it tomorrow.
Do I have a what do we call it?
You can go to
I-
manage spells and see which ones are.
I'm
available to you.
I'm looking right now. I actually don't have a disguise. Oh no! Wait, no, ignore that. I have alter self. You can alter your physical form. You
Not your
choose one of
clothes.
Oh fuck. Okay. Oh no, this isn't. Oh no, you can change what you look like, but not. Okay, did it say not clothes? Okay, well then maybe I'll have to get like some.
Disguise self is kind of
disguise
a
self.
basic thing for everything, but alter self is more convincing of your physical form if you've got like real clothes, so people can grab your clothes
Okay.
and they don't really know it's like fake. So in essence, alter self is better in most cases because it just alters your physical appearances, but like allows you to use physical disguises to include the illusion to be a bit more realistic. Whereas disguise self, if someone like pokes the illusion or touches it in any way, it can shimmer and makes it harder to kind of get past scrutiny.
Oh,
It's also a lower level illusion.
Brother Kane looks like he's like a sneaky person. Do you think he can alter what he looks like? Maybe while we're doing our signing of the group, he can like ask questions as somebody else or something.
He might, but he has other plans he's got to get to. I should mention that he's not coming with. Unfortunately, no. He has other requirements of him.
I wanted him to join us.
Sorry for that. But personally, I would probably hit him with a pan if I had to spend too much longer with him.
I see. Why would
He is a good man, but my god, being on the road with him, headache.
Uh oh. Jodie's computer is just blue screened.
Oof.
Oh.
Okay.
I was
She'll be back.
thinking, do you think like if we can like go to bed now, then Caidi can wake up in the morning and interact with us
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Sure.
for planning? Because right now she's happily sleeping.
Actually, it kind of dawned on me that I need to trance, so I was gonna wake up right now. As soon as you walk into my
No, but
room.
hang on, a trance is like 4 hours, isn't it?
4 hours.
Yeah, you would have to
well,
transfer another
then
couple of hours.
Yeah. Which is fine, because the next thing Dante was gonna do is cap in that and be like, well, we don't need to this guy selves, because that might incriminate us more. But if we just go with speak the ground god, if there's something there, that fly or something, maybe they're in a tizzy, we can poke our heads
Might
in.
have a giant flyer that says "Need help, weird dude with portal."
Exactly. Plus, with whatever items they had, I wouldn't mind, in Rexingham, maybe not here, but possibly finding out what they were. It would help at the very least. But that is questions for tomorrow.
Did
So,
anybody make a check to see what kind of spell he used to get away?
No, everything happened so quickly. We just ran.
He didn't.
And the other one who was close enough was Dante, who's to
Yep.
see anything.
He has a lot of info. He hasn't shared yet.
I got a lot of info. Hang on, I gotta remember.
It's all in your
'Cause
DMs,
I know
man.
something about that.
Cari's back.
Welcome back.
I love how Jodie's portrait has the angry thing on her head. So every time she's connecting, she's just pissed off.
Yeah, because I am pissed off right now. My computer just fucking blue screened. It just fucking completely crashed and blue screened. I don't know what to do. Well, that's how I feel right now because it's saying 0% complete and not doing anything.
Oh wait, are you
I
not on the
don't know.
computer now? You didn't restart it?
No,
You
I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone.
Oh
I
god,
can't
alright.
restart it. It's stuck like that. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I'm on the phone, so I don't have access to maps and.
Okay.
Can you get on D&D Beyond with mobile? Right? I'll try and do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try.
So long rest, you can do.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yes, rub.
If we take a break, maybe the blue-screened computer will be fixed by the end of the break.
I,
Because it's
Yeah,
almost
maybe,
time
I
for a break.
doubt
We got
it.
like 10 minutes.
yeah.
Worth a shot. At least give us time to troubleshoot a little bit.
Yeah, okay. In the meantime, I'm gonna try and sign into D&D Beyond on my phone.
Or do we usually... Is it now that we take a break or an hour from now that we...
Our normal times, I believe this is when we're about to take a break.
I mean, do we want to say that we all just return to our rooms for the night, put the break, and then we can continue
Yeah, we can do that.
afterwards
I like
and
that.
say it's morning?
But yeah, Harry,
Yeah.
when all of that info would have been spoken in the session. I don't think I DM'd that info to you.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have a memory of what you said, but I can't remember if I'm like getting that confused with just like something else that I watched, because all I can think about is like the Doctor Strange like sling ring, and I'm like, I can't remember if you told me that's what they did or if I'm just remembering something else that I've like watched.
Yeah, I just linked you a pack in the conversation. It'll zoom up there.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
I've
just
got
this
mobile
stuff.
open now.
But specifically, did I see specifically like a spell that he cast or an item that he used to escape?
Oh wait, no, don't.
I mean, I basically just told you that he flung the ring, everything went in there, and then he vanished.
Yeah, he flung the cookie, grabbed all of it, and then
All of him just disappeared. And then there was the guards that went back to the site, and then I told you the other info about like that there was like 3 grounds guard that were behind you guys. They showed up, and then when you turned around, the last thing you saw was that there were 6 there instead of 3.
Yeah. So
They, like,
wait,
doubled.
for specifics, you're saying did he like poof, or did he like more like he sort of like turned invisible, where he sort of like vanished?
It looked like he
suddenly?
vanished.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
All right, let's take a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a break.
What the fuck is going on with this?
I was
Can you
gonna
roll?
stop
Can
him
you
with
roll
Harry.
dice on the mobile?
Like
Yes.
midnight.
You can. Do you have the Roll20 app?
Oh no, I don't.
Not the
I'm just
Roll20
using
app, the D&D Beyond app.
Oh,
I'm
didn't you?
using
Yeah, sorry.
the Chrome browser.
You can do it on
works,
both.
yeah, right? You can see the roll.
Yeah, you can do either.
The
So
app
if you
is
have the
just
D&D
smoother.
Beyond app, you can roll.
App is better.
The app is better.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
is it just on the App Store? I'll download it then.
Yeah.
I'll have a look.
Really handy.
What do you do for? a
Okay,
blue
my
screen?
computer. I fucking saved it. I saved my computer. Oh my god.
Yay!
Wait, what happened though?
Yes.
I had to press the power button to get it out of that blue screen, and now it's just started back up again.
Probably just crashed.
I mean, that's what you usually have to do. Turn it on and off again.
Yeah, but
Right.
it did that thing where it said it had 0%. It said, "Oh, we're gonna analyze or something, and the percentage wasn't moving. It was stuck like that. So I pressed the power button.
Yeah,
then
this
that made
means it was
okay.
dumping it was dumping its memory onto the hard drive so that it could somebody could analyze it later. Yeah.
Yeah, plus that stuff takes
okay.
a fucking hot minute.
Oh, okay, right, got you. Well, I seem to have this back on now, so
That's good.
I can come off mobile.
Yay.
Hopefully this will be fine now. But yeah, I'll download that up just no future.
As long as you remember the error message, that could help us find out what happened. But we could also
How
check.
do I find? Well, tell me in the break how to find that error message, please.
We are in the
Use
break.
the break.
Oh, what?
What was on
Yeah,
the
we
screen?
are in a break.
What was on
Oh,
the
right.
screen?
Mhm.
What did that
Oh,
blue
God,
screen
I-
say?
Do you know what? I should have taken a picture of it. I can't remember. Is there a way to go and look into? Is there a log of like those flashes?
Okay,
in-
so right click your start menu and find event viewer.
Event viewer. Okay, yes, I found it.
Now let's go into Windows log.
Windows logs.
I think system would have the big errors. So probably check on
System?
system.
Or system. Okay, so
And
look for
find
today's date.
Find the most recent like red warning, a red error.
Oh, the most recent one is like the most recent thing on here is from the 18th of December. Nothing from today.
Then maybe application.
I got them sorted by date. Okay, yeah, there's one here. This has got to be it. 11:58. So what do I do then? Open save.
11:58 is right now, so you want to go at least 3 or 4 minutes before that when it actually crashed.
Yeah, there's several here. There's 11:55, and then like six of them for 11:57. So that's probably it.
So on the right,
Okay.
if you go on the right, if you click filter current log and enable only errors and criticals and hit OK, That should help you limit it.
Filter current log. Enable critical and what did you say? Error.
Error. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. So we have. Oh, but the most recent one is yesterday.
Okay, so go to application instead of system then.
Oh no, that's what I am in.
Okay.
I'll look at. What the hell?
Let's find something that was like 11:52 or 11:53, somewhere around there. I think that's when you crashed.
Okay, I got 11. Okay, there's warnings here with like a yellow thing on it. Yeah, there's like I've got several warnings. You know, with a
If
yellow
you-
triangle.
If you try to find a gap, like when it crashed, nothing else would enter into the log, right? So there should be a gap of a couple minutes when it was blue screened. Try to find a gap in the time.
Under system.
In application, right after an error, there should be a gap in a time when it actually didn't enter any more entries into the log.
Right, but the most recent thing I have on there is from yesterday.
In application, should be every second should be like something usually.
Right, but because I filtered by
Right.
the things, it hasn't got it. It did
So,
have stuff before.
Let's
did the
remove the
filter.
filter to find the exact time first, and then
Okay.
add the filter to find the error.
Their filter. That removes everything. What the hell? Open saved log. Oh, for fuck's sake. I think I did something wrong. Information. Okay, so there's loads of logs there. Starting. If I go from because there's 11:07, then a big gap. Then it's like loads of stuff from 11:55.
So
Loads of 11:55 to 11:57.
So there's a gap before 11:55.
Yeah.
Okay,
there
so
is.
the last the last thing before 11:55. So around 53 or 52. When was the last thing there?
Yeah, the last thing was like 11:07, then it jumps to 11:55.
And keep going up. Is there a gap after 55?
Yeah, from 55 there's a gap to 57.
So between the last thing in 55s is the last things in 55. That's where you need to find the error that crashed your computer.
The last thing in 55 says the Windows search service started. How do I look at this thing then? Open.
If you click one, the general and detailed message general should describe some of the problems that it
says the Windows service started. Yeah. That's the one at 11:50. The last one 11:55. And 11:57 it says service stopped.
57.
But anyway, let me just disconnect from mobile, okay? So I'm still on mobile. Hang on a sec. Back.
Welcome back.
Right. Oh, yeah. Okay. Right, I need to get off this VPN because it also connects me when I start up. Get off of that. That music is loud. Is it loud for anyone else?
It's okay.
Is what loud?
The music.
It's okay for me.
I'll turn Bob down then. problem there. Oh, it's that click 0.
Cari, you okay?
Okay, so the log. Yeah, service stopped at 11:57.
Are you guys ready to start back up, or do you need some more time?
No,
That's
I'm
fine.
ready.
We'll figure it out later.
We'll do it later.
Cari, you're ready, babe.
Can we take a long rest? Yeah? Huh?
Yes. Hello.
Yeah, sorry, we took a long rest.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it would be the morning.
Alright.
We are all here. Awake.
Is Caidi hungover?
I would be hung over, but you, well, Dante wouldn't. You know, not as much as before, because I didn't drink as much. I'll just be a bit.
Oh. You had the water, that helped.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Should we meet like downstairs?
Good morning. Yes, let's get ready and meet downstairs, or we can. Are we gonna set off straight away, or are we doing something here first?
We have to go to the Crown's Guard, but also I have to wait one more day for my steel blade to be done.
Oh right, that's right. Yeah.
So we could go to the Crown's Guard and then ask questions about what happened with the caravan.
That might be a good idea.
Yeah. Also, good morning. You
Good
seem
morning.
better.
I'm good. I'm
Good.
okay. By the way, Jesliann,
Hmm.
Agrabah.
Oh, well, it was a little.
You're the one that
Cool.
called it Agrabah.
It was a little. There was a little white lie, Caidi. We had to calm you down a little bit. So sorry about that.
Had to
But
get
it
it.
was.
Well,
Yeah.
I appreciate it all the same.
Hmm.
It's good, Agrabah. Yeah, I actually also agree with the talk to the guards. Well, we don't know enough information.
Okay.
You know, people might still be looking for us.
When it comes to talking to the guards,
Yes.
which of us will go and do that? I don't think we should. All
Hang on,
go
are you doing
together.
this? Are you doing this in your room, or have you walked downstairs at this point?
Because Dante is not in your
Oh.
room. It is just the four of
That's
you.
what
Yeah,
I was
keep mine.
asking.
Oh,
Should we
I
meet
thought
for
we were
breakfast?
downstairs.
Yeah, no one
Yeah.
communicated
Met
what they were doing.
We-
They're just in the
We
rooms
didn't
after waking up.
verify. We didn't
Okay.
verify.
Sorry, we didn't verify.
We are all
We're
downstairs.
downstairs, yeah.
One by one, we
Eating
all
pancakes.
came down. Yeah.
Pancakes, yeah.
I seem to have found sunglasses somehow.
At that stage, probably I'd say. Actually, no. Knowing Dante and his background, he's up before all of you, and he's got a table.
Oh, okay.
That's just what he is.
Very organized. Isn't well, asking Caudi, are you quite an early bird? An early bird normally?
Yes. I natural body clock. I've gotten
Yeah.
up at this time for ages.
It's
Wonderful.
important to get up and stretch. I always do my stretches.
I tend to need an alarm or something to wake me up. Usually in the morning.
I know a few souls like that. No. Second that sun's up, I'm up.
That's wonderful. That's great.
Yeah,
How did you all sleep? specifically eyeing Caidi.
I slept weird. I got up. I tranced. I'd rather not talk about it.
You have a nightmare?
Very fair.
No.
No.
Yeah. I think Katie did.
Wait, you...
Let's just say I woke up, realized what I was doing, and I just went straight to my corner, and I just tranced.
Yeah. I see. I thought you were to tell me that old dream. I'd never known that. I
what?
thought those...
Well, I mean, we do dream, just not in the same ways
I see.
as all of you.
Now, I'd also like to extend what I talked about with everyone last night. So just so you know, I do not know if these three informed you. Probably not, because you were out cold.
I forgot.
But, Katie, I am
Yes.
interested in joining your group. These three have already given their blessings. I wanted to make sure that you were okay with it.
Oh, well, I did have my reservations in the beginning, but to be honest with you, you managed to get us to safety. So in my book, you're a-okay.
Good. I'm glad. I very much want to be a part of your group.
Yeah, the more the merrier.
Good.
We were discussing while you were asleep that we will go to the Crown's Guard this morning and update our name. And do you want our name to be Delta X with the X and not an EX, just an X, or Delta V for 5? We haven't decided.
You can just see Caidi just like pondering, and it's almost like she's doing calculations in the head.
X sounds cool, but it also stands for 10.
Well, if we do,
It could stand for extra.
So we
Extra! That's good.
Oh, hang on. Where did the name of Delta come from?
There's 4 of us, but now there's not 4.
So we would be the 45ers? Is that what I'm
The
understanding?
45.
Fivers.
but it's from the
But
Greek
another
alphabet. But I don't know if the Greek alphabet exists in this
We made it up.
universe. But anyway,
It's the oh fuck, what's the ancient civilization that said the Nephiles or something? The Nephiles?
Not in this
Nephiles
world.
number system.
let's just.
Oh yeah,
say
not this
it's
one. That's right.
Some language, but I don't know if we can say Greek because that doesn't make any sense because Greece doesn't exist.
Greek.
here. But
Eh.
yeah.
Draconic.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I totally just invented Roman numerals in Wildemount. Just inserted it in.
But the woman noodles.
Let's just say it's silver numerals.
Mm.
Sylvan numerals. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Say
So
something
I
Could just be
think
Marquesian.
Delta X, but the X marks the spot and stands for explorers.
Now, one thing I would want to
Actually,
query
Zemnian would
with
probably
you
make
all-
sense. Zemnian's like the ancient trade language.
Mm-mm.
Zemnian.
So yeah, one thing I'd like to query is when we're going to register, we'll or alter our details at the Crown's Guard, but we also need to make some inquiries with the Crown's Guard. It'd probably be best if we do those two things separately because our inquiries will immediately be associated with our party. People know it's us. So maybe we should do those two things separately with different people. So it's not known that,
Well,
I-
we could always make small talk. Like, let's be honest, it's not something that was secretive. Everyone probably knows what happened. So we could just go, hey, so what was all that commotion about? Like, what
Well,
happened? And just
with
let
that,
them do the
we-
I
talking.
agree.
We have to be careful about whose toes that we step on, because as we know, that they're able to disguise themselves as Crown's Guard, which could have been a one-off. It could have just been they were running around. It could also mean that there is corruption and possibly an agent within it. Maybe an entire organization or syndicate or something. We don't know.
One
I say we
thing
keep
that
it
I'm-
to surface level. Oh, sorry.
we
Karen.
don't know who
Well, I
we're
was-
going to be speaking to. Sorry.
What I was going to say is, no matter what, we don't know who we're going to be speaking with. But if we
Mhm.
want to get information, we have to ask the question.
I
We
think-
also don't. I don't feel like though their attack or changing into Crownsguard was anything against us. So if we ask questions, they're not going to think that we're the enemy or be wary of us. We're
Sure.
just travelers.
I think.
And I think I saw it similar to that. I would imagine it may be more of opportunistic rather than actually integrated. But for the fact that we don't know, I do not want to assume. We could walk in there and be instantly detained as 4 angry, well, poachers, hunters, whatever the hell they were, all surround us.
Sensibly speaking, we should keep it surface level and let them do the talking and only ask questions like why and not try to indicate that we know anything. I've done this kind of stuff before.
But with that, you know, you are registered with the Crown Scout, or rather with this guild.
Oh, we're doing that? Oh,
yes.
yes, that.
Yes, we have to put into our
I'm
group.
looking forward to it. Yes.
It is okay, Katie. You can be excited.
Okay, yay! I've been wanting this for a while. We've been talking about it for so long. This is exciting.
Wait, you're not actually registered? I'm confused. I thought you were.
Well, we
are.
Technically we've only just, you know, it's been very slow for us. We're on the road. We never actually did anything official, but this makes it official, and I'm just excited about that.
Oh, I see. I see.
We're official.
Yes.
Now-
official.
With that, making things official, you don't put. I mean, how vocal do you want to be about things? Because it can be dangerous having everyone tied. Put the target on our back. As much as people can look to us for safety, it's also something that being in the eye of people is not also a good thing. I also personally do not want to be assigned to any, like, I don't want to become like a lackey for Crown Scout. Whatever it is this we do, I would like to remain a free agent, and I think that's better for all of us if we do. I do not want some uptight, uppity bastard telling me what to
We're
do.
registered as a adventuring party. And the information is just so that the Crown's Guard know, or like adventure people know who we are, but we aren't actually affiliated with the Crown's
I see.
Guard.
And again, this is an affiliation with, like, not with the Crown's Guard. This is an affiliation as an adventuring party. You are basically registering that you are a known mercenary group, more or less, like, that can be hired. And this is also less for you guys, and more so that they know if they're able to send money for certain things and they can allocate resources, they have to report that as the Crown's Guard back to their superiors, because they're given a certain amount of money that they can commission for things to be done outside of their task force. So if they say, like, look, here's a bunch of stuff that we have to do as the Crown's Guard, they get paid for that. But then, like, again, if they want to hire somebody to do something for them that's either above their pay grade or is something that they could reasonably say, well, we don't have to put our men at risk. This is kind of like an insurance fee, if you will. They'll just hire somebody else to do it and take all the risk off of them. And then if things go tits up, then they're like, well, it wasn't our fault. We didn't know much about it. And they'll hire adventuring parties or mercenaries to do things because there's either more unknowns there, or it saves their ass more if things go bad, or if they hired the wrong person, they don't really know. They can hire certain things for certain levels of interest. But again, it's all about building your own repertoire and your own paper trail. The more good things that you do for certain people, and then the more payments you have kind of on your name, the better you look for hire, so that you can get better jobs. It's kind of, it works both ways. But again, you're getting hired as a neutral party so other people can pay you, but that doesn't mean that your name is going to be associated necessarily with the Empire.
Yeah.
I mean, from our conversation yesterday, like, inevitably,
Think of it like an
people will
LLC.
start-
A limited liability adventuring company. LLAC.
People will.
Hey, should we call ourselves that instead? No?
It's
Okay.
it's a bit.
Sorry,
People
sorry,
will.
Katie's trying to speak.
Sorry.
I have to be very quiet because that's my character. from our conversation yesterday, eventually people will start seeing us in a certain way, and I mean, I have no idea what we'll actually do or what won't do, but we may get a job that has some kind of affiliation to one of the sides, and then people make their own assumptions. And you know, it's to go we just have to
I understand
down
that.
the line, you know. And
Yes.
the one, sorry, go on.
Sorry, I'm interrupting you. No, you finish.
The one thing I'm worried about is that what if we have a job that we can't refuse, but to not refuse meaning that we will side with someone, but if we don't refuse, then that side will come against us. It's still complicated to think about, and it is all what ifs and maybes, and the truth is we just have to like carry on as is and hope for the best. Like, I don't have any better answers. I'm doing an accent again.
To ease your burden there, I think that's putting the cart before the horse a little bit. Not to discredit what you say, because I do agree with you. But I wanted to just make sure that we're not... That is how it worked. That we choose, at the end of the day, if we're in that situation, and we were basically forced to do something, we all have to recognize that we still have a choice in that. We're not tied to something. Even if we have swords to our necks, we can still choose.
The only situation where it would be a forced choice would be when somebody's getting hurt and we can stop it.
Agreed. But even then, we still have the ability to choose how we do things.
Then the other part of it is how loud are we going to be? Because I'll be honest with you, I kind of want, for my own personal reasons, I kind of want what we do, our deeds, to be well known. But as I look at Shifa, I know some of you probably don't want that kind of attention drawn to us. How are we gonna portray ourselves to the public?
Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty fine balancing act there. It might be a good idea, and I think we might have to do something like this anyway. That it's going to take time to build our reputation up. We're only just beginning as a new party, and we've just gained a new member as well. So it's going to take time to build our reputation up. So we could do things a little more discreetly in the beginning as we gain contact and get a word, just like a word of mouth out, and then maybe but once our reputation's been built up a bit more and we've gained some trust and we've gained some allies and contacts, that maybe we can toot our own horn a little bit at that point. Maybe we just build ourselves up slowly for a little while. That's my suggestion anyway.
I think
I like that idea.
We can't make decisions for future because future hasn't happened yet. But what we can do is say, as long as we communicate, ask questions, and think about each other and our wishes, then we know in the future we will make decisions based on those things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it comes in question, I think one of the better answers to where I come from is just something along the lines of Tinkertop's experimental automaton.
This is mostly true, kind of.
Wait, she
Tinkertop's experimental automaton?
Shiva, are you saying you're okay? Oh, sorry, go on. I'm interrupting.
As a cover story, I think that is a good.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, yes.
Shiva, are you okay with reading that?
You're still covered, but like if everything goes kaput and the shit is
only
blown,
only in the case where people start poking questions.
Okay. In that case, can I ask you, Shiva, like, if people do start asking questions, would you be under a threat of someone hunting you down?
as long as they don't trace back where I'm actually from.
Mhm.
That's why the cover story.
But I'm saying, well, what if, let's say, if we're doing this for like 2-3 years, eventually someone does make that connection. Could we expect some kind of attack?
Maybe. I know that the Mardoon family did want to get me back for whatever reason, which is
You were owned by
probab-
them? I can't remember if you told us this.
they found me and they wanted to use me for nefarious reasons, and Gideon and Serafina wanted to help me get away from them, and they did.
Sorry, Rob, do I know the Mardu family?
You have no
from
idea
my
what they're
lineage?
talking about.
Okay.
Actually, roll me a history check.
Not to self Mardu bad. But
Oh, I can't see that. What is that?
Serafina and
Oh, I
Gideon.
got an 8.
The name rings a bell, but that's it. It sounds familiar. Also, Mesh, might want to check your background there.
I literally checked my notes before I said all the names.
Yeah, I'm going to copy what I got from your notes today.
I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue. You know what? Since we're playing, who are the Mardu family?
So the last family is actually what in that post that I sent you, Mesh. That's the ones that, yeah.
I don't know that the Mardoons were after me. I know that the Jagantoths were after me. Is that
Correct.
it?
Correct.
Right.
So you'll have to
Okay.
amend that a little bit.
Then
Yeah,
Okay,
so swipe out Mardoon and change to Jagantoth.
I will not remember this family.
Jagentoth. Jagantoth.
What?
I thought it was
Jagantoth.
backwards.
Yeah, you had it inverted.
After mesh, or not mesh, or you know what I mean.
FIFA.
Is Jagantoth like Macintosh?
Yes,
Please
they've
spell it in
invented the
the-
computers, Dante.
Please put it in D&D general, please.
No, that's Shifa to do it.
Why? I missed the name. Sorry, I missed the name.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Oh, okay.
In that
Yeah, Mesh
case,
can
Rob,
type it in
do
there.
Do I recognize that
Thank
family?
you.
I'll
by
give you the same
chance?
answer just for the sake of speed.
Okay, cool. It rings a bell. Shifa, who is this family? I feel like I may know them or something. I don't know. It feels familiar.
I don't know a lot. All I know is they were in power in what's the city called again?
Shady Creek.
Where's the map? Shady Creek. They were a powerful family in Shady Creek, and they found me and wanted to exploit my abilities once they figured out how to activate me.
Okay.
So, by the way, it
Again,
sounds that we
just
definitely keep...
small addendum, Mesh. They didn't figure it out. Only Gideon figured it out as soon as they got you. So you were still dormant, but they figured out what you were too late.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They wanted to wake me up, but they
That's right.
didn't.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay. Just being clear.
Okay.
Because they were trying to figure out how
So-
to turn him on, basically.
So with that, we definitely want specific names out of it, some light cover stories, and then a larger overarching company name that we can operate under.
Yeah.
That probably sounds like the better alternative.
Yeah.
Good. So then, today's agenda. We go get officially, we become a recognized party. We see if we can't investigate the strange happenings of yesterday. And That reminds me. Your issue you told me about yesterday. I looked at Layla, Shifa, and Jesliann. About your kobold friends.
Huh? Oh, yes, that's right. Finding a surgeon if possible.
Yes. I did ask Kane, and he told me that in S.H.P.H.A, Rexingchum, there are very good doctors. There'd be a good chance that we'd find a surgeon there. There is, however, one particularly famous doctor by the name of... Where is he? Dr. Pettyfellow. He's a halfling, apparently. Very expensive, and he travels between Zadash and Port Tamale, wherever that is.
Oh, I know
But-
Port Tamale.
You know Port Tamale?
Yeah, it's very much associated with the market. It's like a market colony over here. Not
I see.
anymore, but
Okay, so he's pretty expensive, so okay.
He's pretty expensive, but he's known to be, at least from what Kane described, one of the best. Apparently
That's-
known to work miracles with very limited magic.
okay.
Is he known to be discreet as well? We don't want to.
Why do we
Avatar.
need to be discreet? He just heard
I did not ask that far, but I'm sure we could inquire.
Well, yeah,
We are simple people asking help for our friend. That's all he needs to know because that's all there is to know.
That's our image.
I don't know. I'm just thinking maybe he would want us. He would want to know why we. But anyway, we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. Doesn't matter.
Where are your friends again?
They are in Hupperdook.
They're back in
Hupperdook
Hubbard.
at the I've forgotten the name of that inn.
Blushing... not mermaid.
Well, anyway, that inn. They
The
are.
Blushing Tankard.
They are living employees there. So
They are.
They're doing quite well at the moment.
He's learning how to cook. Don't eat her cooking yet.
Actually, the last I checked, they were better. They're improving.
Yes, she didn't burn a whole lot of the fry
Yeah.
this time.
That's improvement.
Yeah, the big improvement.
Good. So then, come when we hit to Hupperdook and further, we could possibly inquire about a surgeon, see if there's someone there, see what the prices would be, see how much it would be for a call out, and maybe get some more information on this Pettyfeather fellow. If he's one of the best, then you care about these friends of yours,
Very
it
much.
might be worth it. But that is future plans. But today, registry possibly inquiring about the events of yesterday, depending how we feel about that. I do want to, but we may be stumbling into a bee's nest.
If information is power, that's what I've learned.
Would that, Layla, how long did they say your equipment was going to take again?
Tomorrow it should be ready.
Tomorrow should
He
be
said
at
3
least.
days or 2 days. I don't know. Tomorrow.
So if it's
So
tomorrow, we should prepare today. Everything we need to set off tomorrow after we've picked up the weapon.
Exactly what I was just going to say.
Oh,
There is no caravan, right?
great minds, great minds.
Great minds think like it.
Oh, yeah, the Layla's right. Do we have any way to leave? Any caravans leaving? We should
have
probably
to
inquire
go-
about that.
We'll
We have to go
inquire
as
about
group,
that,
I
yeah.
think.
Yes.
So, do you normally just travel via caravan?
Well, we've only traveled once, so yes. But
To be
Aye.
fair, it is very safe. I've had a lot of experience on those. Trust me, we would want to travel like that.
well, no, I
I'm-
want to
Or
travel on caravan, but
on
I don't know
foot.
if there is caravan. We can
It'd be
check.
on foot, or we would need to get some pack horses or something.
I feel like if we're going to
It's
travel the
not
distance, we
suggested.
definitely want some sort of.
Yes, it is
Transportation
dangerous
other than
for
food.
long.
And
Or
food.
speak or something. I don't know.
Something
Okay,
like that.
so registry inquiring about what happened in town, inquiring for any caravans leaving, preferably towards Rexing from,
Rexing from.
and then waiting for Lily's equipment, and then depending what information comes up today, maybe these plans change, but I think we have that sorted. Unless there's anything anyone wanted to do specifically.
This sounds good to me.
I am.
Yes, Caidi?
So it's nothing.
No, you are going
Don't.
to say something. Say what you want to
Speak
say.
your mind.
No, it's not about our plans. So, I actually just like stand up, and I just said like a small bow. So I need to tell you something. I haven't told you the full truth about who I am. I trust you guys, and because now we're just doing all this stuff. I feel like if I don't tell you now, and later on, I might feel offended. And
Katie,
yes.
You can sit back down. You do not need to make this to the entire tavern.
Right. Okay.
It is okay.
Oh gosh, what is it? Are you a shapeshifter or something?
No. Why would it be a shapeshifter? That's
Are
so
you an
extra.
orc?
I don't know.
That sounds like
I'm
something a
just
shapeshifter would say. Are you a shapeshifter?
Wait, what? Exactly.
No,
I'm just thinking like that would be quite shocking if that was.
like
Okay,
if
okay,
I was a
hang on.
shapeshifter, I would at the very least. I got nothing. I'm not a shapeshifter.
What are you?
Oh,
Okay, I think we've had enough fun.
my name is Caidi, but my surname isn't Everfall, and I'm not looking straight at Dante. My name is Caidi Heiress. I'm part of the Heiress family lineage from Icewind Dale, a little north from here.
Bice's
I
teal.
ran away. Basis Teal. It's a difficult name. The truth is, I ran away. It's kind of complicated, but my family is supposed to help people. And I started looking around, see if there's anyone listening.
There are, surprisingly, only like 2 people awake in the bar or in the tavern, and both of them are staff members. It is empty this morning.
Okay. I'm still just gonna lean forward and go. My family is supposed to.
You do not need to. You do not need to whisper this much. I'm just saying you do not need to be loud.
They are ears everywhere, and I don't know what my brother will do.
Why are there ears everywhere?
No, I didn't mean that literally. But sorry, maybe I should be more simplistic about this. My family are supposed to help others. They're philanthropists. Excuse me. But what I found out not too long ago is that they've been pocketing all the money and giving it to their friends, and I don't want to be part of that. My grandmother used to tell me all these stories of what our family was and what we used to do, and I had to get away, and I ran. And I remember I'm still just looking at, touching my pocket. There's still that arrow I have not opened yet, and I just immediately just won't bother with it. The one thing I found out through a messenger back in. I forgot. In my travels to here, to Papaduk, I was informed that my brother has actually disowned me from the family.
Oh my god.
Gave me a surname of Everfall instead. I have no connection to it, but to be honest with you, I don't want to be an heiress right now, so I just took it and I carried on going. And before I met all of you, I was just doing small jobs here and there. I wanted to help and I wanted to do good things, but the honest God truth is, I don't really know this world too much. I was kind of sheltered. I might seem like a lost little girl, but what I really want to do is just to fix my family. I want them to be what they are supposed to be, and I don't know how to do that. And it just feels like a mess, and I don't know where to go. But the one thing I know for absolute certainty is that I want to do good for my own sake and for my family, even if they can't see it. Does that make sense? Because I'm saying it out loud now, and I feel like I made a huge mistake even leaving.
Katie,
Mhm.
it is not. I understand that to a degree. I have not had a sheltered life like you have, but I do understand the desire to do more and expect more from people. Everyone is worth a second chance. Redemption is everywhere. And it is commendable that you want to do that for your family, even if they don't want it. Things will always feel like a mess, and I believe that is just natural. But the important thing is that you're out here trying. So it doesn't matter if you're sheltered. It doesn't matter if you have no clue what you're doing. No, I don't think most of us know what we're doing.
What?
And don't look upon me and think I know what I'm doing either. I'm making this up as I go. Sorry, Jesliann, I do not mean to interrupt you, but
you're
I
doing
want to
that
make a
too?
point here.
That kind
Just
of makes so
agreeing
much
with you.
better.
Losing
Yeah,
my
of
voice,
course.
apparently.
You know, if you do reclaim your family, I have reason to help you because we could establish a crystal warden's base where your
Oh.
family is from.
Oh. I mean, if that would help people, if that would help
We
most
are for is
unfortunate.
to help people.
Oh, then I would gladly do that.
We raise bodyguards. We give young people who don't have families a job, and they are bodyguards.
Mhm.
It gives them a sense of purpose.
Hmm.
So I would
that
have
sounds
reason
great.
to help you.
I would love to do an outreach program. Oh, sorry, I cut you off. That sounds wonderful. I would love to do an outreach program.
That's the
Something-
whole reason why I'm here, is to establish places that we can establish crystal warden bases.
You might have already seen there's so many young kids running around. And I think they're orphaned and
They have good candy. That's how you know they're orphans. They make good candy.
yes, those kids too. Thank you. And I look at Dante. I'm sorry, I mistrusted you. The truth is, I didn't know you, and I kind of feel like that you might be someone that,
Don't apologize.
you know.
You don't have to. I'm a stranger. You barely know me now, even if I'm joining the group. You're right to keep your cards close to your chest. It is okay. You're allowed to have that. You're allowed to have concerns, and you're allowed to be concerned.
Mm.
Especially with, whatever your family is capable of and what they're likely to do. I couldn't blame you for being worried about that. So, do not fret.
The reason why I want to be so loud about what we're doing, what we will do, because I want to show them up. I want them to see that you can do good and, well, not make a profit. I'm not that kind of person, but I'll just show them that we can live in the means.
You do not have to
more.
exploit the living in order to make profit.
Yeah,
You can't do it
Tell
by
me
helping
about that,
people.
brother.
That's exactly. He's the head of the family now, and well, he thinks he's doing the right thing, and we've had many arguments about that. And my sister always laughed it off as well. To be honest,
If I
with you,
could ask, what is your family's business anyway?
I don't know.
You don't
I've
know.
I never really questioned it. I always did the philanthropy pop out of things, but I
You
don't
ever
know.
thought how they gained the money?
You never asked how they gain their money?
You could see like Caidi is just slowly slumping back into her seat, and it's just like almost like a sweat is appearing, like she's putting things together and like.
I I mean, philanthropy. I can't even say it now.
Philanthropy.
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 Philanthropy. In order to be a
Philanthropist.
It's like a D4 psychic damage every time you can't say it right.
I'm not the only one.
One needs a lot of money. Normally, it's people that have a lot of money that are able to do that and help people. But Caidi, I have to ask: is anyone else aware of your family's scam? Is anyone know?
Sorry, I said that. I didn't quite catch it. Say that again.
I said, is anyone else aware of your family's scheme?
No. Well, yes. When I discovered what was going on, I got very quiet again. Turns out like they weren't just making money for themselves; they were making money for a whole bunch of rich people from like across the continent.
Oh gosh!
It was this huge scheme. And this isn't something that's just built up. Like this is something that we've been doing for generations. Like my grandmother was the one. No, sorry, I missed that. We've been doing this for philanthropy for many years, and I always thought that it was okay. Like my grandmother was the one that, well, I don't know if she started it up, but she was the one who always used to tell me stories, wonderful stories of the things that we did. You know, Now
Hang on,
I don't know. Maybe she was involved. Maybe she was just.
Sorry, I do need to put a pin in this because I feel like I'm missing a bit of context here, and I don't mean to discredit what you're saying, but I am a little confused. You don't know how your family made their money, but you know that they are exploiting people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the correlation. What exactly are they doing in this exploitation? What is the actual bad thing? What are they actually doing?
They usually they make these big galas where they create fundraisers from other smaller families in hopes that they will actually invest in their towns, in their cities, to just uplift them, whether it be the people or the agriculture. Whenever I actually visited those places, it did seem like they were improved. I'll be honest with you, thinking about it, there wasn't always perfect. Like some things were improved, other things weren't.
When you say
always
big galas,
hits.
is this something where people came to the galas and gave them money to help fund the poor? And then you're saying they kept the money.
To be honest, the people in the big galas were always the bigger families. I never really did see the ones who were funding anything. Like I'm just slowly slipping back into my chair. Like, oh God, how could I have been so blind?
So,
Caidi, don't.
Is it all a scam?
Don't blame yourself.
Okay.
It's not your. You know, they were the ones doing it, and they were deceiving everyone and deceiving you too.
Well, hang on. Well, that's the part I want to be sure about, because now I'm confused. Again, I do not want to play devil's advocate for these people, but I want to make sure that we're actually on the right page of calling them scammers. So, what you're saying is your family held these big galas. The intention to, raise money for these smaller communities, bring them up on the economic ladder, and instead of doing that, they pocketed all the money for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But is that the recent thing, or is that something that has been going on, or is that the part you don't know?
Before I left, an hour before I left, I overheard my brother and sister talking about how they couldn't quite make the right amount, and I thought they were referring to the amount they required to complete the project. But what I actually found out was that
project or a project?
A project,
like a big important one.
Well, originally it was a case that they actually wanted to they wanted to help me. See, I wanted to make my own kind of scheme, and what I didn't realize at the time is that they were allowing me to see if I was good enough to actually participate in the actual, that part of the actual job. And I was being sincere, but they thought I was just helping and that I already knew. I don't understand why they would think that. then when I started looking at my own books and realizing there's money being taken out and put into places, and they're not getting the money, I was confused. So I confronted my brother, and that's when he said everything and called me so naive because apparently I wasn't doing the right thing of just doing what we were supposed to be doing. No, it's supposed to be for the family, all for the family. And I was just so brokenhearted. I just ran away.
So, by the sounds of it, it's just your brother and your sister doing this, but your direct family, your parents also involved too.
They were in the room. They didn't say a word.
I see.
They had to have known something. The only one who wasn't there was my grandmother. Honestly, the first time I went to was where the money was supposed to go, and nothing. There was nothing there. I don't even know how they actually do it. Maybe they siphon a bit of money out to make the image of something that looks like it's with prospering. But when it came to my project, nothing had happened. I just saw.
So what is your current goal about that then? What do you want to do to change that? I know you want to make a big name for yourself, you know? Show the family that they can do good, but I have to be a line in the sand here. How do you know that they'll even care? As much as I'm on board with trying to make them see better and do better with their lives, how do you know that they'll even care about doing such a thing? How do you know that they're not doing it for some altruistic purpose, or maybe they're strong-armed into it, you know? What if it's a situation where them siphoning money is more a necessity because they've got themselves an even bigger sheet?
Ooh, like blackmail, right?
That still doesn't justify them doing it in the first place.
Nothing ever justifies it. The issue is necessity over justifiability, you know? You said hold these big outlets. This money has to be coming from somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know what your family actually does to get that money, we don't currently know what they do either. You could turn around and tell me that they're entirely dependent on donations from people and getting donated from some very large organizations, government, crime syndicate, whatever, and be funded that way. What I'm saying is you don't know the reason they're doing this. Maybe it's plain old greed, and that's, you know, that'd be one thing. That's nice and simple, bookmark, cool. On the other hand, it could be more of a necessity, maybe one that the parents know, but your brother and sister do not. You don't know that answer. So, in essence of that, what would you like to do about figuring that out? Is it something you want to put on the back burner, sit on for a while, make a big name as an adventure and come back to it? Maybe we could go to these places that they're meant to help. You know? Maybe we could make actual change there.
When I left, and when I found everyone in Hopduk, I thought, yeah, I could show them up, and that was childish.
No, it's not. It's only childish if you do it alone.
I can't try and fix my family with just myself. It's silly, and I should understand that I need to do better. And
no, hang on, no.
I think
so,
go on.
You're not doing it alone. Do you not see the rest of us here? Unless you turn around and I don't know, do something. Like, I'm pretty sure that we'll be along for the ride. I mean, hell, we're going to Eurosa for Jesliann and for in the first place.
And you can have the backing of the Crystal Wardens.
You've got help.
Huge quote-unquote
Caidi.
philanthropy place. What?
I think
all here to help here.
I think in our travels, I think you're right. I think we should go visit these places and see where the money went and try and trace it back. And these families, the ones who donate and the ones who pocketed them. I don't know for sure who is who, but I need to get more information.
We need more information as to why they were doing it. I think greed's definitely a factor, but if this has been going on for generations and also involves other families and so on, it seems like it's a bigger than just
It is a racket.
Yeah, a racket. That's the word. It's a racket.
Well,
Yeah.
then, if that's the intention, we should investigate and see what we can turn up. If you're comfortable with that, I understand you're poking around bear's nest like that.
This is the sensiblest, most logical thing that I should do, and I'm going to do it.
Good. Then I'd like to ask, is there anywhere from here to all the way to Salt Swallow that your family invested into, or was supposed to invest into?
I know there was this one family who's in Rexington. I remember. They were benefactors. I don't know if they'll be happy to see me if they know anything that's happened to me, but I think it might be worth investing into. Investigating
That's a good place to start. What's their name?
What was their name? I think it was Ryaness. I think that's their name. I have to try to remember. I wasn't really involved with the people. I kind of stayed away from them.
Is there a
No,
reason why?
Ryan S. Sorry, I didn't say that.
So I'm just joking. Ryaness. Okay.
But I do have to be cautious with them. The last thing I want them is to just, keep tabs on me or whatever.
Of course.
We might wind up with a bit more trouble. So, and I don't want to bring that up onto all of you.
Will your family send trouble? Because if they hear about us and your good deeds, maybe that'll be like a good finger to their ass or something, Like, haha, I'm doing well, and you don't want to be sneaky. Sorry. But
Maybe.
do you? Not everything has to be secret, Like, I understand being secretive, but you don't have to be secret about everything. Why are you laughing?
Oh no, I was agreeing.
Not you.
I didn't even see it.
Finger to ass.
Huh?
I said it would be a.
Excuse me,
finger
I'm going to
ass.
die a minute. Hang on.
I don't get it.
Layla, you might be right. The truth is, I've just been trying to stay away from the limelight so that they might not figure out what I'm doing and, ruin things like they did it with my own campaign with them.
Do you think that is something that they would want? Like they would actively send people to mess with you?
I know what they're doing, and that is dangerous for them. The fact that I've told all of you, it means that you might be in danger too.
So they want to silence you.
They might do.
Okay.
I don't know, and that's troubling, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Perhaps, I suppose.
Like, did they let me go? Would they be okay with me, but not with you? This is why I was so hesitant of telling all of
Who
you.
cares if they like us?
Yeah,
I don't
Well,
like them.
care
again,
about that.
the only current thing that you know is that they're not being upfront with where the money goes. That doesn't mean you know too much information of their actual inner workings. Like you said, they said about where the money goes, not how they make it, not specifically where it goes. That it just goes back into their pockets.
I should have grabbed something from there, some evidence or something. I just ran.
Don't
I was
frustrate
foolish.
yourself. Now
Yeah,
you are
don't.
with us. You have many brains with you. We can figure it out, and the less you beat yourself up and get depressed, the more you can move forward.
And like Layla said, please don't beat yourself up. I'm asking questions not to poke holes in story, but to make sure that you have your head on straight. You don't want to talk yourself into an idea where you found all these evil people that are unbearable and will kill you at a second's notice. When in reality, it might just be more of a situation of, maybe they skimmed a little off the top. Maybe some money did go to these communities.
It sounds
But
like
without
they're not
the
evil, they're
specifics.
just selfish.
Maybe. But
Some money
It's a
because,
nice way to see that. I guess.
Caidi, didn't you say that some of these communities appeared improved?
Yes, to me, whenever I visited them, well before I found out what was going on, they looked like they were doing better, but it was always a case of, this could have been a bit more. Maybe it takes time, you know, like, but...
Does it also mean that that's coming from Caidi's family? That could just be the goodwill of the community doing that as well. Happens sense. Basically,
I will need to find more information out, because...
I just want to make sure that we do not work with assumptions. We should work with facts. We know what we know. If we have a hunch, if we have a curiosity, we chase it. But we shouldn't turn around and assume. Because, again, you know, you might turn around and find out your family can actually be reasoned with. And with the fact that your mother and father didn't say anything about your brother and sister's comments, they could be disapproving of you, but it could also be a situation, like if I said before, where it's more, they have some sort of bigger alternative reason that they have to keep more money, even if it's the wrong thing to do, then maybe there's something that they haven't even told your brother and sister. If this is a big thing, you don't know how far this goes. This could stretch between 17 different other families. This could stretch all the way to the government, for Christ's sakes.
I never really thought about that.
But
okay,
we won't get those answers sitting around this table going in circles. So there's that family in Wrexham that we should investigate, see where that money goes. But what about the town, the community? Is there one along this road or nearby that they said that they helped? Is there one that you visited in the past, possibly along here?
What was that place you said? Excuse me. Shiva. Shady Creek?
Mm-hmm.
I think there was something that happened there.
Shady Creek, how far is that away from where we are? I'm trying to find it.
I wouldn't want to go there.
Yeah, we would have to be really careful.
Why is it shady?
What is that? A big giant X
So
on our
I'm
map?
just looking at the map.
Oh, I'm looking at the map. It's far. Shady Creek Run.
It's just above us. We are literally the closest.
Oh, okay, not that far.
That's why we're so secretive here.
Sorry, I thought we were still in Huppadook. We're not in Huppadook, right?
That's where I ran from.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't want to go there.
Preferably not back to Shady Creek. At least maybe not now. Maybe after a little while when we've got a little bit more under our belts.
Yeah, when we've leveled up.
Focus on Wrexham.
Oh, well, once I remember more, I'll let you know.
You're about 3 days out
The more
from there.
we know about you and understand you, the better we can help you.
Nice.
But thank you so much for telling us, Caidi. I really appreciate you trusting us with that sensitive information.
Yeah, the little grandma wants more than anyone's just shown up. Like, wait.
The staff has actually gone back to wash dishes from the previous night. So there's no staff. There's literally no one in the entirety of the tavern. And it's at this point that it kind of dawns on all of you that this is very, very weird.
What time is it right now? Is it still early morning?
It's very, like, probably well after, like, normal breakfast hours. Like, even early risers. You guys are probably, like, peak breakfast time. There's no one here.
But like 9 a.m.
Yeah. To another
probably like 8
a.m.
Yeah.
8 a.m.
And this is a military and like guard centric zone. There's no one here.
Maybe stuff is, but we didn't hear anything outside. Like nothing crazy.
No.
Like it's happening.
Well, maybe we should set off now and see where all these guards have gotten to. They're not here.
Hold that thought. What was the staff's name again?
What was whose name?
The staff's name.
The staff?
The owner? Yeah. What was their name again?
Did we get their name? I don't think so.
I don't think
I hope you got your name.
I think
Charla.
this is the first time we stayed here.
Charla was the person that you talked to the first day. That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
She would have been, her and her husband are the ones that own
Okay.
this place.
I might just go ask if this is a normal thing, because this is weird. Usually without someone else living there.
I want to poke my head to outside.
I'll join you. so much talking about myself. I got some fresh air.
Fresh air is good.
For that, I'm gonna walk over to the kitchen and try and get someone's attention.
I'll follow Layla.
Is there a bell? I hope there's a bell.
Yeah, you can just ring the bell at the front desk. Yeah, you ring the bell, and someone with wet hands, Charla again, comes back from the front, drying her hands off. She's like, "How can I help you?"
Hey, sorry, I was just curious. Is it always this quiet this early in the morning?
No,
Surely it should-
it's very odd. Most of the patrons kind of just were rushed out this morning.
Oh, do you know the reason why?
Couldn't tell you.
What, just by Crown's Guard?
Not only the Crown's Guard. It was really surprised you didn't notice. The Crown's Guard and some of the Righteous Brand and Naga and Aegis were in here this morning, but all of them gone. Up and left.
Tyler didn't notice. Maybe I just missed them.
You must have.
Odd. Well, thank you.
No problem.
It's strange.
You guys still have one more night, right? I think so.
I
He, looks at the
believe
little
so
chart
current moment.
and finds your room number, and it looks like it's got a ticking counter down where they turn over the number underneath of the room numbers to show how many days left they have. Just
I like that. That's funny.
housekeeping
Yeah,
type
we
thing.
bought some. We bought two. Was it 2 in advance, right? 2
Yeah, you got 2 nights.
rooms in advance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we have to wait for the weapons.
Right.
Odd.
That's what-
Thank you.
Oh.
And with that, I'm gonna
Very welcome.
head to
I'm gonna head
Everest.
back to those dishes. You let me know if you need something to eat.
I will.
I thought we already ate.
I didn't know the food. I don't eat early in the morning.
Oh, you missed the pancakes, Dan.
So what do you mean Layla and Shishifa see outside?
When you guys go look outside, there is let me check the map. I'm gonna change it back.
Dragon.
A dragon, yeah, definitely. Casual dragon attack.
Yeah.
You guys look down the old town, and there's only about 3 patrol guards in Old Town, and most of the kind of general farmers or other kind of general workers that are coming in and out of their homes are also kind of missing. They're not a lot of hustle and bustle this morning. You do hear the hustle and bustle, but it's not nearby. It might be coming from down in the Aegis block. It might be over the palisade walls in the Peddler's Row. You're not quite sure. It's not particularly loud because you're on the kind of the other side of the wall, as well as more than 20 minutes from the Aegis block. So it's relatively quiet over here. But yeah, kind of just don't see much activity going on in the morning. I think you can probably see some people out in the fields, but that's about it.
Wait, I'm there. I'm outside with the. We're all
Yeah,
outside.
well, when you guys come back out, and meet us.
Yeah, at this point, Dante will come up to where everyone is and just be like, "Is there many people outside?"
No, surprisingly.
That's weird, because apparently the early morning patients got rushed out by guards, by Aegis, Crown's Guard, and whatever the other one was. I've forgotten.
Could I see if there's a noticeable amount of footsteps going in a certain direction?
Make a survival check.
Survival. 10.
Lots of footsteps, no particular direction, and also there's not you're only really able to see them on the dirt path. On the stone path, you can't see any.
Well, Crown's Guard, they might have not options. What's the word? Reasons? They might have.
Maybe. The ones that are patrolling outside, are they doing anything specific?
Mm-mm. Just walking.
Just walking?
Yeah, they all have spears or pikes, depending on your perspective. Just walking.
Do they look like they have a programmed marching area, or like
Make an insight check.
Are they NPCs?
That's not very good. That's a 7 plus 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, with an 11, you can tell that they're all elderly.
Oh, that's odd.
Like
Oh.
probably
have
late
elderly?
50s.
Elderly people. Interesting.
Humans.
I might just go ask if there's something going on today.
Things
I
under
don't,
the
I,
foot.
don't, I don't think late 50s is elderly. I mean, oh, come on, that was ridiculous.
When it comes to like protectors, and humans, it's very old. Like they're far past their prime.
I think that's just something Jesliann would say anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
At this point, Dante would like to go up to these patrolling.
We found one.
Hold there, gentlemen.
Yes, hail, stranger.
Hail. Sorry, I'm just a little confused. Is it normally this quiet in the morning? I heard a lot of people got ushered out of the inn by other guards. Is that
Yes, that's
something
right.
happening to? What happened? Is there something happening today?
Yes, official business for the different forces. They're having meetings this morning.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Does that include civilians?
I'm sorry, Layla, are you there?
Oh, I thought we were with. I didn't know he broke off from us to go talk to them.
I did
what he
intend
just
to
said.
walk out and.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't realize. Okay, never mind. I asked no question.
I mean, you want to be up with me? I'm like, I didn't say if is to stay behind.
I'm gonna stand. I'll let you go. I'm gonna stay back whilst you do that.
Understood. So Layla, are you going with them or are you staying back?
I think I would have gone with him.
Okay, then ask your question.
So only civilian? Do the civilians go as well?
Official business, madam, doesn't really involve civilians.
Oh. Perhaps we were mistaken. Perhaps the regulars at the inn were guard, and that's why they were ushered out?
Could be.
Maybe.
Where were you staying?
Still just.
We were staying in the old town.
That's where we are, madam.
I gesture to the inn behind us.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right, the Shady Dog. All
Oh,
right.
that one.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Strange. Okay, so just official business then.
Yeah, I'm not really at liberty to comment.
Yeah, fair enough. I wouldn't ask. I was just.
But
she was just,
if you're looking for them,
early
you can head
mornings.
over towards the corner of the old town near the gate. That's where our headquarters are at. If you want to go speak
Okay.
to somebody more important that might be able to help you more, you can head over there.
Well, we were
Fair enough, thank
headed
you.
to the Crown's Guard. I'm assuming that's close by as well.
That's who I work for.
Thought you
Ma'am.
were from the Aegis. I'm sorry.
The Aegis are in the Aegis block. You're in Old
Never
Town.
mind.
If you would like to talk with any of the Righteous brand, they're usually mixed in with the Aegis block, so they'll be on the south side. Aegis block workers, the Aegis, as you would call them, he looks very pissy when he talks about them. They are on the north side with all the red brick buildings,
Fancy people.
fancy snoots.
Okay, take care of your feet while you walk. Make sure your knees are okay.
What?
He like narrows his eyes at you.
It hurts to walk a lot. Are you okay? Never mind. Let's go. Trying to be nice to him. but I
He
don't
like
think
looks
it
at
came
Dante
across
for a
well.
second too.
Confused.
I think I might
Weird
have implied
day.
that he's old. I was just trying to.
Weird day.
Okay.
Is he making that obvious?
Oh yeah, I mean he's not hiding.
Yeah.
You've seen a Ganassi and a tiefling with ivory horns
Right.
after like all of
Fair.
this kind of odd general stuff happening today. It's just like,
Touché.
the hell? And then he sees a
Yeah.
dragonborn and what seems to be a very suspicious tall person next to her, and then a elf in their very, generally speaking, not like well-toured city, like asking questions.
We really stick out there.
You can hear him under his breath, like turn away from you. It's like, if that's all, I'll be back to my post.
Is there, is there a lot of humans in this town? Or
It's mostly
is
human and half elf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we stick out there. Yeah.
You stick out anywhere.
Is I gonna turn back with Layla? I
Just hear him under his breath say like, adventurers. It just like walks off.
Oy. Right. I'm just wondering whether or not Dante would ask about the shit that happened yesterday, because like this is just 3 old dudes who are sick of shit.
Yeah.
Well, this is just one of them. There are other ones walking different routes, so they're all separated. But you notice that they are in a system where if one of the others is kind of just out of eye shot, the others will kind of like pivot, so they can kind of like making a perimeter. Like they're still military and still guarding, but they're a little spread thin.
Yeah. Does Dante want to ask about that?
Are you saying that out loud in third person?
No. I got turned back on before he walked off. Sorry, just one other thing.
Yeah.
The scene that happened yesterday, I heard about it. Some wagon was pulling a bunch of large creatures and it all sort of fell over and there was a big scuffle.
Right.
Yes. Is the guard investigating that? Is there any information of what that was?
You look at him like he kind of like cocks his head at you for a second and like chews on his tongue a little bit. Yeah, it was something weird yesterday. Found something in the peddler's row, but I'm sorry, what was your question? I was distracted.
Can I insight check that?
You can.
Yeah.
People often get distracted by my hair. They're confused usually.
That is a 19 on the die for 23.
Okay, I rolled a natural 1, so I'm just gonna give this to you.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm getting DM messages.
Whispers are sponsored to you by.
Coke Zero. Let's get sponsored by Coke Zero.
Personal health. Make sure you take care of yourself this year. Sleep, drink water, take your meds.
Something knees.
Something needs.
I had a feeling that's what he was doing.
Yeah. Sometimes it ain't hard to figure out certain things.
Yeah.
Without the dice rolls.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I had a friend who was nearby. He nearly got hurt. I was just, you don't hear a bunch of large creatures get dropped randomly like that. He said one was like the size of most of their tents. Like, that's insane.
You seem to know a lot about this.
I had a friend who told me a lot. He wouldn't shut up about it whole night.
Got the point.
Did you did you file a report? Did they
I haven't.
Did they talk to you after the incident? Did you witness it yourself?
No, I didn't witness it. This is all secondhand.
Who's your friend?
Is there a report?
Braun?
Shit, now I'm on the spot about this.
Braun Dinkley?
Hey, you dug your own funeral here.
Could I just run in and just,
You aren't hearing the conversation if you're not there, Caidi.
No.
I'm not listening. I'm just watching, and I can see Dante just struggling. I was just gonna go in, tug on his arm. Dante, we're gonna be late. We need to get going. What are you doing? And just try and play up the little girl angle.
Sorry. Can I just ask, with the 23, do I get that him saying this is coming more from like a guard's sort of perspective, or is this like the shady, like, he's trying to psych me out because he's like with the other guys. Like, does this feel like a lot more like normal as a response?
This feels very normal. Like you basically are slowly incriminating yourself, and he's trying to sift through it.
Okay, so this feels genuine. This doesn't feel
He's
like
questioning you now.
Yeah. Okay.
Like you're on the spot now, rather than him.
Yeah.
So who's your friend?
So hang on, just to make sure that Layla's with me and Caidi also came out.
Yeah, I'm doing this. Like, what are you? Can we go? We're gonna be late.
I put both my hands up. I think it might be best if we actually just talk about what happened yesterday, because
he like folds his hands and stiffens up his pike.
So, full disclosure, a bit of a white lie. I don't have a friend. I was there.
Did you file a report?
I was actually helped. I did not. Was I meant to file a report?
Well, if you were there as a witness, you're supposed to report that to the Crown's Guard if you see something unsavory.
I would like to. Well, the issue is that toward the end of that, when things were getting cleared up, there were 3 Crown's Guard that came.
He takes out a notebook and starts writing this down.
The unfortunate fact is that an actual friend of mine was there with them, and by his report, they were using some sort of illusion to disguise themselves as Crown's Guard. They started as some sort of cloaked figures, cloned themselves as Crown's Guard, came running, and then who, if I remember correctly, was the driver, came out through some sort of magical device, threw it to the ground, grabbed the back half of that wagon, and then vanished. I don't know if it was teleportation or if he went invisible, but I lost sight of him. In full admittance, I was a little bit spooked, so I didn't really want to incriminate myself by hanging around, because I didn't know if I could trust those 3 Crown's Guard that showed up.
Is that all, sir?
Outside of the strange creatures they were carrying, all sorts of random things.
Could you describe the creature to me?
There was guards that showed up, right? Like.
I'll get to you in a minute, miss. Just let him finish his story.
Yeah. Large. Did we find out what it was called at all? Did we know that?
I don't think so. It's just a big bug looking.
It was never named.
Large, big bug thing. Spat acid. Large crate. There were these 2 eyeball things. We killed one of them. We killed the large creature.
Big eyeball with many eyeball tentacles.
Did you kill this thing as well, or?
One.
The second.
One of them? There was more than one?
One of them.
2.
Yes.
2.
There was 2. Before we could finish the second one, the guy showed up.
The guy?
And as he was getting.
Hold on. Who's the guy?
The driver.
The driver returned to the scene of the crime.
Driver returned. And as he did, the second creature rebuilt his cage and hid with the rest of them. And then he threw the strange, it was about yay-ish big magical device. He spoke a command word in, if I remember correctly, Undercommon. That actually meant open. Put everything in this giant hole, like massive. The whole cart fit in it. And then jumped up and he vanished.
All right.
So there were those 2 things. There was the big, strange, almost like a lobster that spat acid. It was giant.
Okay.
And then what else was it? There was the strange clockwork drill thing. It like drilled into the ground and then came back up.
Clockwork drill.
Yes,
you make it sound like this drill was moving on its own?
Yes. He was like humanoid. Like hands, feet,
a human.
Something mechanical.
No,
not human, but like
humanoid.
Humanoid, arms, legs, torso, head, that kind of thing.
Just full disclosure, above the table, it was not humanoid at all. It was like a snake.
So spider.
Oh, wasn't it? My bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was like a snake or centipede looking thing.
Oh, okay. I will
okay,
change.
Just making sure you guys are not trying to mislead him, just to double check. That's all.
Yeah, no, I got that wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, it was shaped like a snake or like a centipede thing. Big drill went into the ground.
Okay.
came up, had like a lightning burst.
All right, so I've got the bug thing, bug lobsterman thing with acid. I've got 2 eyeball things, 1 dead, 1 built its own box back.
Like,
I've got a
yeah,
snakepede clockwork monster that attacked, and the driver left and came back.
Yeah. There was also another creature. There was a strange nocturnal ick thing. Hated the sun.
Nocturnal ick that hates the
thingy.
He seems like you guys are talking to Fever Dream. The more information you're giving him, he's like, "Are you pulling my leg, aren't you?" He's got like a full page of notes. He like holds this thing up. It's like, "You're not pulling my leg, are you?"
Hand to my chest. I understand that I started this a little bit suspicious. That is just because of we were worried about drawing attention to us because these guys, can disguise themselves as Crown's Guard. But full disclosure, hand to heart.
He like starts writing down like disguised as Crown's Guard like in his report.
Yes.
All right.
But yes.
So for the sake of brevity, I'm assuming that you're telling him everything. He's going to write everything on the sheet of paper. He's going to rip it out of this kind of looks like some sort of like notebook. He puts away his kind of looks like it's some sort of enchanted like graphite pen, something like that. Just piece of graphite and paper. He rips out the paper, he hands it to you, and he says, "We're really short staffed today. I'm gonna whistle to my other guy, and I'm gonna have him follow you, and then relay the information to the people on the same route, just to make sure you go fill out the report. Basically, I filled it out for you. You need to get to the Crown's Guard station. You need to hand them this paper, and my name's at the bottom of this paper and signed. And then once you do that, you can give it to the front office, and they'll take your report from there."
Okay. Fair enough. Thank you. Sorry for the run around. I don't know how
all
it
good.
worked.
This is a lot of sensitive info, Rob. I want to make a check if somebody's sneaking around and watching us.
Make a perception check.
I was also going to do a check with him. Actually, I'll let my mesh go first.
Natural 20.
Hey.
Finally.
Okay.
I'm so bad today.
You notice that one of the staff members inside of the tavern is peeking through the kind of pulled curtains. You see one of their eyes is kind of watching you as you see this, but they don't pick up that you're watching them. And you will also see that the other guards have stopped moving and are watching you guys very intently. And I need to roll a stealth check. What's your total?
21.
Okay. That is all you can see at the moment. There is probably a couple of farmers that are in the nearby field are watching you guys, but they're way too far to hear anything for sure. They just seem like they're like, there's some people over there, like just in the middle of like plowing their fields or whatever. But yeah, that's about it.
Could I? Well, I was wanting to see how sincere he was.
Make an insight roll.
Oh, there it is. Dirty 20.
He seems very nervous and also is trying to be scrutinizing with his questions. You can definitely see he's trying to verify by double asking questions, by writing things down, by trying to use your words when you pick up the paper. You can look over Dante's shoulder and see he's writing down in shorthand the best he can with keywords that Dante's been saying, fully anticipating that the weird things that he's corroborating are going to be put in as evidence somewhere for something. Okay. But this is an official report on the paper, and he seems like he's just following a protocol.
The comment about having an escort to the Crown's Guard, like, is that sincere as well? Because that's what I was worried about. Are we going to be led into an ambush or anything?
He doesn't seem to be trying to deceive you, if that's what you're trying to guess. Like, he's just he's just stating things in as clear manner as he can, and just being a guard, doing his job.
Okay. Real official.
All right then, good.
Is Layla keyed into the conversation or keeping an eye out?
I'm keyed into the conversation, keeping an eye on
Okay.
him.
Okay, so I wouldn't have done anything then. I would have probably eventually, once she got away from them, then said something.
Yeah,
Well,
Mesh, you just think that the tavern keeper is just kind of nosy.
Mm.
Nothing really spoil like somebody just watching you from the tavern. Just
Gotcha.
like they ask a bunch of questions. They're the only ones still here. Very reasonable to assume that they want to figure out what the fuck's going on too.
I think before we leave him, I'll be like, thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate that you listen to us.
Yeah, I really hope this story is legit because this is some wild crap.
You're telling us.
No pun intended. I just wasn't there.
Wait, really?
I'm gonna perk up. So, if I may ask, what do you know? Because it doesn't feel like you know anything.
I'm not at liberty to
No
discuss
offense.
what I know, miss.
Okay. No offense. Just
If you have information, I'll take it and send it with you. But for the time being, I'm not at liberty to say anything to anyone unless they are a part of the Crown's Guard.
That's alright.
Well, if
And that also helps us anyway. We were meaning to go there in this morning anyway.
Well, now you don't have
You're-
much of an option, sir. Sorry.
If you are ever
It's
in
alright.
need of any help, you can call on Delta X to help you.
He like
was
has a
thinking
little
with
bit of
that
a
name.
puzzled look before looking at his associate and whistling quite loudly. And then the other person kind of just like salutes. And then, well, he doesn't do this. This is like an official salute. He does this thing where they take like the money symbol, I guess you could say, like this thing, and kind of just does this, which is like a crown with one hand.
Wow.
He goes,
Money symbol?
See, mine was this to me.
oh, sorry, that's Japan does this for money.
Oh. Okay.
I was gonna say this is the OK symbol. I was just like money symbol. What?
Unless you're in Brazil when it's actually a.
I haven't come up with a good
Crown's
Crown's Guard salute, so maybe they'll just pound their chest.
Oh,
You guys
really?
shouldn't do that.
Really?
I think it is.
Wow,
That's
I didn't
funny.
know that.
Do a C on their chest.
Yeah, C on their chest. That makes sense. We'll do that. That's easier.
Is he
I keep-
walking off
I
now,
keep-
or is
I-
he still with us?
Gang
I
signs.
keep, think-
True blood.
I keep thinking back to Grog's birthday.
Oh, bidet.
No.
Bidet. All right,
Are we-
so you guys
are we
head
done?
over to this building here. Over here.
While we're walking, I'm
Okay.
just gonna nudge Dante. So you gave information while you were questioning, didn't you? I told you not to do that.
Sorry. Very quiet. Sorry.
What information? What happened? I wasn't there, so I didn't say.
Oh,
What happened?
well, we're heading over to the Crown's Guard now. We basically told him everything.
But we're making an
It's-
official report.
Carrie, are we at your cutoff time, by the way?
I can stretch a little bit to get us to a good point, but I do
Okay.
like.
I'll
I
try to
wouldn't say
wrap us
more
up in the
than,
next 30 minutes or less.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, your money back.
Why did you give them all the information?
Look, I'm not trained in deception or anything. I was trying to be low-key about it because I wanted to make sure that we weren't about to tell the people who did this in the first place. But I had a good feeling about these guys. I'm not trained in deception. I am sorry. I did mean to do this with a lot more
I
delicacy.
didn't stop him because I trusted him.
Goodness,
And,
wait,
and
wait,
I was
okay.
paying attention. He seemed okay. He seemed
Well,
legitimate.
maybe Dante made a little mistake there. Don't worry.
I tipped the hand a
Why we're
little
being
bit.
so secretive. to
We'll
be honest.
be
We're being
okay.
secretive because we weren't sure if we could trust the Crown's Guard.
Just remember
Yes.
in the future, when you are asking questions, never give any unnecessary details. You always keep it vague with whys and hows. Trust me.
Why do you have to keep it
wa-
vague? I
Because
have no reason to keep anything about myself vague.
Wait, what?
but we'll come back to it another day, yeah?
Okay.
Well, anyway, we're making an official report now, so to be honest, that's a good thing.
We're kind
And by the sounds of it, we're not about to walk into an actual ambush or anything, so
Yes.
we might actually be in position to do some good and get some answers.
I'm sorry, Mesh, you look like a villain. You're just
Mesh in the
staring
background,
daggers
they're
at them.
falling into my master
Oh, red
plan.
cap over there.
This was all my doing. The
Mesh is in the
fools.
background.
All right,
I'm
so
expecting
Oh,
Darth
yeah,
Maul to
yeah.
do a
you guys
bit
get a
behind you
series
right
of
now.
whistles as the next guard picks up your trail and watches you on their route. So one just like another whistle, another Crown's Guard salute, and then they follow you with their eyes and stay at their stations. As you get closer towards the kind of head office where the Crown's Guard are, there is a large portion of Crown's Guard that seem to be standing in a perfect regiment, like in a large kind of clearing. Think of it like a training ground area. And a lot of them are getting shouted at by some superior. Like someone is yelling at all of the guards. And as you approach, you can start noticing that most of the guards are very young. And lots of other things are going on with them. And as you approach the head office, you will notice that there are 2 righteous brand soldiers guarding the front door, not the Crown's Guard.
Drop down and give me 20.
As you show up there, one of the Crown's Guard, the last Crown's Guard, walks to them with you and salutes like a traditional salute, and then says that they are reporting evidence. And so both of the Crown's Guard nod at each other, or sorry, the Righteous Brand soldiers nod at each other. And you notice that they also have slightly different equipment. These guys have long swords and a buckler on their back. They also have like daggers on their sides and some throwing knives, or not throwing knives. They have like a javelin like on their left legs, like plated, ready, like for war. One of them opens the door for you and says, "Please, right this way." As you get in there, there is a large desk that looks to be a reception, and lots of bookcases for bookkeeping. There's also some doors that seem to be headed to other offices or hallways, whatever. There is a there's a half elf sitting there with his like just kind of reading over something with some half moon spectacles, and looks at you, and then shuffles like to attention for a brief second as you guys keep piling in. So Dante, I'm assuming you're leading the charge here. And so he sees you and immediately like his eyes get wide, and then he looks down at the papers and like shuffles some papers, and then kind of grabs the papers and looks at you, and then shuffles one page at a time as you guys come in, kind of nods, and then puts the papers away, folds them into an envelope, and he says, paper please.
Hand him the paper.
And he's got an official Crown's Guard badge on him, and there's also 2 Righteous Brand soldiers standing behind him. And he grabs your note, folds it, puts it in the envelope, doesn't even look at it, instantly pours some wax from a nearby candle, seals it with a Crown's Guard symbol, then pours some more wax, and then one of the Righteous Brand soldiers hands him another symbol, which is a Righteous Brand seal, and they double seal the envelope, and they hand it back to you, and they say, "Please go to this address."
Hey,
Okay.
Was that was
Guys?
that necessary? What? Why?
no,
Eh,
wait.
What,
Guys,
what?
I think that the secret of the people pretending to be Crown's Guard has gone around here. I bet you.
Please
the
go to this
reason why-
address. He looks really nervous.
I'm trying to do it like.
I
secretly.
understand, but you
Okay.
taking
Let's-
longer than a second is like making him very
Okay.
nervous.
Okay.
Let's
so,
do
take
as
care.
told.
Good
We
luck.
can come back for the other thing later. And I walk out, expecting everyone to follow me.
The Righteous Brand soldiers say, "Just head to the north of the scatters
Yeah,
at the very
understood.
last house on the
Let's get
left."
through here. Okay.
Hey.
Can I inside check the guy why he's so nervous?
Sure.
So we're heading over here somewhere.
Nah, nothing.
The map.
You cannot.
Are we where the red circle is? No, we're up
No.
there.
You guys are here right now.
We're heading towards the scatters.
We're scared as.
You guys are here,
Oh.
and you're going to head to this building, the last building on the left up here.
Up here. Okay.
Keep snapping
this
on top
building
of
there.
Buildings.
It's going to snap because
I
the
see.
squares are larger than your
Oops.
tokens. So you have to hold the Alt key.
Oh.
I'm going to leave the circle back down there because that's where the incident was. Okay? All right, you guys leave. One of the Righteous Brand soldiers outside follows you and escorts you. Don't be alarmed, sirs and ma'ams. I'm just going to make sure that nothing happens to you on the way there.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
There were definitely
appreciate
problems
it.
yesterday, so it's nice to know that people are looking out and making sure everybody is safe.
Was it an
This gentleman
expectation that
looks to
something would
be
happen?
high elven, so a little bit shorter, but very lithe. Has some very long, like he's got two long, like I would say, like they're basically scimitars in function. They're made for slashing, but they're straight weapons with curve at the very tip, more like a saber. As you get to this little crosswalk here, you'll notice that there is a what are they called? Shit. There is a last Aegis representative that joins. This is a lady. She also is dressed not like the others that you've seen. She has a spellbook on her hip and another spellbook that is basically in her hand, with a kind of little latch that kind of looks like it's bound to her wrist so that she can't drop it easily. She also has a staff in one hand and is wearing nice, like knightly looking robes. They're just flashy looking crowns or righteous brand type combat robes. And she falls in behind you and begins escorting you without a word to the other representative. And as you see in the other Aegis block, about 3 or 4 blocks away, you can see there is a large group of Aegis people that are filing into a building without a word. It's almost like you just missed something happened there. And then as you get to this last house, yes, Layla?
I have a question. When Layla said things were crazy yesterday, it's nice to know that people are looking out for the town today. What was their reaction?
There was
I'm
no
looking for
reaction.
insights to see if they were sweating or nervous.
You can make an insight roll.
I think that's a 11 again.
They're stoic. There is no reaction. Trained military.
I tried.
They take you to this last house, and they both, without a word.
That's a question.
Yes.
Are there a lot of civilians around, just like the
There are none.
townspeople? So, can I ask and count them? Why is it necessary that we have such a strong escort when there doesn't really seem to be any people around?
There was what we believe to be an attack on the city yesterday, and we are taking utmost precautions, keeping everyone indoors.
Oh. Well, that makes sense.
Oh, well,
We appreciate your
who
cooperation,
attacked?
miss.
Are we allowed to ask what the attack was?
What happened?
We are
Yeah.
certain that you know exactly what happened.
I believe what happened to us was the attack.
I see.
Dante.
We appreciate any further cooperation, and the lady uses a mage hand to open the door and says, "Would you like to buy some flowers?" And then you hear a lady inside say, "Yes, please come in."
Is it safe to come in?
I assure you it's safe.
I do
They're
not
just
want
weird
some
with code names
flowers.
these days. Come on in.
I would like a
Okay.
That was such a Mike Wazowski sound.
You can definitely tell she changed her tone and everything. It's very funny.
Yeah.
She did like a little thaumaturgy to like make her voice project a bit inside. So yeah, you guys get into this little house
What was
here.
Yep.
Why? I want a flower.
Maybe we can pick some flowers when we leave.
Oops, sorry, this
Yay.
is a bit much. 1 second.
I suppose that's a good code name. Or not code name. Good.
Okay, as you enter the building, it is a nice house. There's like a little
Nice.
kitchenette, and a small dining table with a open blind that has been drawn across the back door.
Deja vu.
And then the front door is also closed, and you notice that both of the you can hear a little sound outside, and you can hear that the door has been locked, but you look back at the door and there is no lock on the door. So you're like, that was strange. I don't know how this door locks. There is only one door in and out of the house, and it is the front door. It is a very small cottage.
Suspicious.
And as you enter, there is a tea kettle that is almost like it's screaming as you enter, which basically means the tea is exactly done when you arrive. And she stands up, a little halfling. Let's see here.
Taking in all escape routes possible.
Yeah, a little. Sorry, a human, not a halfling. Just a relatively plain human. She's got about shoulder length brown hair. She's got a beret on her head with a simple like little symbol of the crown on it. Not too different from Righteous Brand, but mostly just Crown's Guard looking. She's wearing commoner's clothing, and she has a she has basically what looks to be a notebook on the table and a bunch of glasses for tea and a freshly brewed pot that she pours all of you. And she says, "Oh, please, welcome. Please have a seat. And if you wouldn't mind, could you set the letter? Could I have that letter that you have?"
Hand it over.
Great, thanks. Just a little bit of paperwork. She doesn't even break the seal. She just kind of sets it on top of her closed notebook and pours you all some tea as you sit down.
You sniff it. Make sure it's not poisoned.
Trained guard you are, huh? Or adventurer, I'm not sure which. It's not poison, I promise.
My name's Jesliann. What may I call you?
Oh, sorry for introductions. I just want to get you some tea first. My name is Telva. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you, Telva. You seem like you may have been expecting us when we arrived.
Brilliant deduction again. Please have a seat. Let's talk. So,
Dante sits down.
It's under my own impression that, I should probably see what you came here to discuss, just to see if everything's kosher. She breaks both seals. She reads your note. Wow, they don't make these reports like they used to. This is mostly accurate. Whether you were there or not, we have reports that you were. So that's good that you decided to corroborate the same story. At least I'm assuming that the guard got the whole figure together, but whatever. I'll file something official based off of what you have here. And she like grabs a quill from her jacket and then whispers something to it and it animates, and she opens this book and puts it on this next of her, and the quill is like readied above the paper. And then she says, this is just gonna record what our conversation is, just so I have a record of it and I don't have to do it myself, because it's annoying as fuck to do paperwork in this era.
Oh, I can quite imagine. That's wonderful.
Yeah, well, only certain people get access to this shit. Please enjoy the coffee. I know it's a bit hot, so you probably want to let it sit for a bit. But anyways, yeah, my name's Telva. I am with the Crown. However, I am here to ask a favor.
Interesting.
What is the favor?
Well, you see, what happened yesterday is not exactly something that most people wanted to happen, especially those that almost died. We're thankful that you guys were able to participate in saving a few folks, but it's come to my attention that this is not a good thing. And I basically need you guys to take a job to infiltrate the Righteous Brand, because we have reasons to believe that there is some non-kosher activities going on within the brand, to the point that there might be some reports of corruption, and we need to get rid of that. There is evidence that the tribes of Shady Creek Run are at play, and we need to know which families are going to be indicted so that we can chase them down and potentially get some favors if my higher-ups are in good standings with certain people. Again, I'm Telva. I'm not exactly a secret, but most of the people in town don't know who I am until things go bad. And that's why you're meeting me, and the Righteous Brand sent you over here instead of
what is your
Crown's
role
Guard, really.
in the Crown's Guard?
What's that?
What is your role in the Crown's Guard?
Sorry, I'm not with the Crown's
duties?
Guard. I'm with the Righteous Brand.
Oh, I beg my pardon. The what is your role with the Righteous Brand?
She lowers her voice. She says, I'm with the Ogden Trust.
Ogden Trust.
Well,
not
I have
from
I've gotten a
here.
report that's been filed recently on the Adventurers Guild that says that there's been some very criminal activity going on in Hupperduke that was dealt with swiftly. And it has your name on it.
Yes.
Oh,
But we have one
Nice.
extra person to add to our
Oh.
group.
That
You're
will
one
not
of
be
us.
necessary. I can file any other problematic paperwork for you on your behalf at any time.
Wonderful.
But
Thank
the
you.
Ogden Trust is our official kind of spy network. And we would
Oh,
like you to
interesting.
participate if you are interested for some coin. But
Yeah,
I can't do it because the
definitely
Righteous Brand knows who
interested.
I am, and the only trusted officials are the one person in Aegis that escorted you, and the 3 individuals that you met today. Those are my trusted 3 that send people to me when shit hits the fan.
Are you sure the people yesterday
so
didn't
small.
see us?
That they saw you.
Well,
So how do we
Telva, I would,
infiltrate?
yes, I was just going to ask that. I'd like to ask a practical
Yeah.
question. Given that we are quite a diverse group, as you can see, would you be able to provide us with disguises, outfits, spells even, to disguise ourselves so we can infiltrate this?
I'll be handling your paperwork.
Okay, okay.
that's a no, right?
That means that you guys will be officially joining the Righteous Brand if you accept. And I can get you all the right paperwork,
Temporary?
and I can get you with your new superior, whose name will be revealed to you if you accept, who is
Wait.
outside.
Well, my
Can
concern
we
was
do this?
given that we was identified at the scene,
Mm-hmm.
would we be able to have some disguises?
No, the intention is that you would be new recruits, so that the disguises would no longer be needed. You're just
So
trying to
we're
see who's
bas-
involved, and you can start
Um,
talking with other folks that are interested, because if you
No,
were
hold on.
participating with this defensive force, it would be only natural that you guys would just be new recruits, therefore exonerating yourselves within the force.
So basically, what
You
you're
wouldn't have
asking us
known
to do
anything in short.
is
We
to
are-
go undercover as new recruits,
That's right.
enter into the Righteous Brand, and try and seed out who the possibly corrupt individuals are,
Mm-hmm.
and find out the families connected in Shady Creek Run
If
who
they're
might
connected.
be involved.
If they're
If they're
connected.
connected.
Correct.
As I'm doing this, I would like to insight check her just in case.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Good luck.
Not great. That's a 14 this time.
Close, but no. She seems to be talking with an overwhelming confidence that she will get what she wants, whether you help her or not.
Mhm.
But it is definitely seeming like she also wields a lot of power against you, should you decline.
Mm.
But you don't know what that is because she's
I-
being very nice to you.
The irony of we were just talking about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said we would be part of the Righteous Brand. We're just a traveling group. We don't
We-
really
we-
want
No,
to.
no. Stop. I understand if you don't want to join the Righteous Brand. This is just purely paperwork. You will be
Mm.
honorably discharged upon retrieval of your induction. And privately within the spy network, we can say you are just an adventuring guild. We'll have official paperwork that you have accepted a job in town to dispatch. You were rewarded for saving, what was it? She like shuffles some paperwork. The peddler's row from an animal attack of a circus shipment. If you were to accept this, and you will receive the same amount of payment.
And what is the payment, if I can ask?
It will be 2,000 gold.
Ooh.
This is a sizable risk
2,000
to you all.
gold. 2,000 gold.
Speak among
Mhm.
ourselves.
Sure,
in a
absolutely.
Place we won't be listened to. Will we be safe to be able to speak among ourselves?
Yeah.
Insight check to make sure they're not in on us. Hmm. 12.
Your guess is that she believes that you can talk amongst yourselves here.
Okay.
but she's not providing you any other alternatives.
We
That's
want
fair.
to make a name for ourselves as a group, right? If we go for them and get paid for working with them and then are honorably discharged, that's not a name
She
for
does,
our group.
when you start talking, Layla, one thing she does to help ease your kind of suspicion, because she notices you're being a little shifty, she will grab the pen or the enchanted quill and whisper to it again, and it stops. Off the record. She puts it down.
Good.
Thank you. I understand that, Layla, but we have all the time in the world to make a name for ourselves. And firstly, a good increase of gold after we were, extorted at that inn, won't say no to. That's one thing. Second,
It was very expensive.
the fact alone that there might be corruption in the righteous brand with whatever happened yesterday, I would very happily do something under the books and make sure whatever is happening isn't. They nearly harmed a bunch of innocent people for their negligence. Even if we had to be secretive about it, it is something that I personally think would be a boon to us. Third, and Telva, sort of like a quick once-up glance. It would also be good in the long run if we have friends in high places.
Except for Shiva, Shady Creek Run is where he can't go.
We're not going to Shady Creek Run.
Wait, what can't you go
Are you
there?
sure?
There are
The mission that we have been asked to is to infiltrate the righteous brand under the disguise of new recruits. We have to find any corruptive members, hopefully weed them out, and, if possible, if there is a connection, find out any connection to the families of Shady Creek Run, if they exist. Not that we have to go there.
So Shiva, you don't have to worry.
Are we close enough for Malwa to hear?
I thought we were like in a.
Telva can hear you.
I was asking like my thing was when I took the group aside to a corner, and
Like I said, it's a small cottage, but she's not
But not
providing you what you were requesting.
Yeah.
Because it's a
We're
small
not
house and
getting-
you
we're not
guys are
getting
by
away from
yourselves,
that.
and the only person
We're
that
not-
can hear you is her.
We're not
I know
getting
it's a
privacy,
liability,
we're
but she's not
still-
giving it to you.
but we're
And it's
still,
also not being recorded either.
Correct.
So that's
Correct.
It's just word
not
of
by the
mouth.
one we can see.
Yeah, but she could just memorize what we're saying. I mean, but anyway, whatever.
Yes, but look.
You
as
also
I think
failed your
this is
insight
all-
checks, so there's that.
Yeah. There could be something more, but we don't know.
Yeah.
I will tell
And
you this.
it's
I will travel and work with you guys, whatever decided. I'm uncomfortable with this decision, but I will stick with the group.
Why are you uncomfortable, Layla?
I don't want to work I don't want to be associated with any government body or put my allegiance to anything in Wildemount.
I understand that, but we will not. I mean, we won't really be given allegiance. I mean, it will be under false pretenses, really. So, I mean, it's not a sincere pledge.
That's
we
not
guess
how other people will see it, though.
They will see it as
I'm a little
sincere,
worried.
which is
Then-
important. So we can
Hang on.
infiltrate.
but keep in mind that Telva did say that we would be the official story is that we would have protected Peddler's Row from an animal attack. Our official involvement in this under the rug. And I can say that freely because I'm pretty sure Telva probably doesn't want to put our name out there as much as we don't want our name out there either. Hush hush, under the covers, under the table.
If you have
I
any questions for
understand.
me, she shouts from the other room. If you have any questions for me, I can just put it on the books. But again, this is just going to my superiors, not to the crown. Well,
I
the
have
crown's
a
guard
question
office,
for
I should
you.
say.
I have a question for you. This has nothing to do with our decision, but I'm just kind of curious. If we wanted to, could we walk out right now?
She
Without any
whispers
issue.
to the pen and puts it down on the floating above the book. if you were to, you know, decide that you didn't want to take this job, you've provided a good enough report for me to deal with and try to get this done without you. However, I would say your lack of forethought to assist us in this effort would be remembered, in short.
That sounds like an implicit threat.
We're not trying to threaten you, but we're just letting you know that we're watching you.
You're not very nice.
It also sounds like you need us more than we need you.
The both of you.
I feel under those circumstances, we wouldn't be out of place to ask for an increased reimbursement.
Reimbursement for what, Jesliann?
For our trouble. Well, I'm basically I'm negotiating that she should pay us more because it seems like she.
Oh,
she
okay.
needs,
So you're insinuating that you would like more pay than the 2,000 for the job?
Yes. Yeah.
Make a persuasion check, Jesliann.
Sure.
Can I just say,
At this point, Dante like has shut up, his eyebrows like raised up, be like, "Ooh, now
I'm kind of looking at you like.
I've sat
second.
back down to the table and I've started drinking the tea because I'm just so amused by the fact that everything that Caidi said is happening.
I rolled a 23, but I have something where you can.
Oh yeah.
What was that thing I have where you can do some?
You have advantage on intimidation, but you're not intimidating.
No, not intimidating.
Wait.
She has something as her.
Portal presence. When you make a, you can do so with advantage. No, yes, it's when you make a charisma or intimidation check, you can do so with advantage. But I rolled a 23, so I don't know if I need it. Yeah.
That's up to you to decide if you want to use it or not.
I can decide if I want to use it or not.
Yeah.
Will I have to take that roll?
What if it's the higher roll, then yeah. Like you can roll the dice again and see if you get a higher one, but if the other one's lower, then you don't take a punishment.
Crit fish.
All right, so I'll do. I rolled a 23, right? So
That means you rolled like an 18 on the die or something. 18 or 19.
A 19.
I mean, yeah, you literally can roll only one better from that if you would like to try to go for a crit.
Jodie, you literally can't like inherently fail or make things worse unless the DC is like stupidly high. And the best thing you could do right now is to use that and go for the crit fish because you may as well. Because if you get the net 20, that's fantastic.
That said, I don't know if that feature is a once a day thing or not.
Yeah, is that a?
It's a once
What else is convincing to do?
short rest.
Per short rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe like a twice a day thing.
Go for it.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Okay, then I'll roll again.
Okay, just mark it off on your character sheet, and then you can roll.
Persuasion.
Crit fish. Get the 20.
It's worse, unfortunately. I got a full 18 total. The 23 would be what I got. Yeah.
Still not a bad roll. That's good.
She opens her notebook to the previous page where the pen is not writing, grabs a graphite pencil, crosses something out, circles another thing, folds the paper over. According to my superiors, if you were to negotiate and seem to provide any valid reasons why, that can be arranged.
Okay. That sounds acceptable to me.
What is your reason?
I mean,
Sorry, say that again, please.
What is your reason?
Well, as I said, firstly, there's this implicit threat. If we refuse. Secondly, it does seem like you need us more than we need you, and I feel like under those circumstances we're entitled to ask for an increased pay.
I mean, it doesn't really mean a need versus a convenience. Let's just say your help is much appreciated because we're a little short-handed with the war at the moment, and any extra hands we can get is helpful. So it isn't not a matter of veiled threat versus veiled threat, if that's true, because I asked for a reason, not another veiled threat. She smiles.
Oh, I didn't say the threat was veiled. I said it was implicit.
If I could
just Leanne, just that we did initially jump in when we didn't have to. If that's the route you want to take with this, about protecting the town the first time too. Just
she grabs the quill, and
Yeah,
holds it
I would
from moving.
say if you,
Put ourselves
I
in
would say you need to
harm's way.
pay us more money because we, as non-citizens of this country, willingly helped out a city, and then suddenly we were brought to talk to a lady, and she threatened us. Yes. Okay. So we don't want. We were being nice. Also, money is time, right? So you probably need to find out. Did I say it wrong? Time is money. So you need to find out where the place is. We are perfect because we have no connection and we are strong. You need to find somebody else who is like us, and that is difficult. So you need us. You don't need anybody else. You need us.
Yes, so
Can I
I
just
think
say,
we can
Steve,
arrange
right?
another 500 to your total, and we can guarantee that if there is a, let's say, a get out of jail free card, which is if you come into any kind of issues with Crown's Guard, I will guarantee that you can get out of a problem at least once. Does that sound amenable? 2,500. That should give you each about 500 for the completion per person.
That is
If you decide to
significantly better.
divvy it up amongst yourselves, that is. Otherwise, it'll just be a flat 2,500 for the group. I will associate that with the helping of the animal problem of the town, and also a let's just say we're aware that maybe one of your friends could have potentially been injured in this, and so the get out of jail free is just a thing to be amenable to this action. And if you choose to assist us, even if you come up empty-handed, we'll treat that as a let's just say this. I will even further sweeten the deal by giving you an additional 500 gold on top of everything, should you be successful and uncover the correct information.
Okay then.
So it basically will extend your 2,000 to a flat 3,000 if you if it turns out to be true what you find.
That sounds pretty good to me. What does the rest of the group think?
But yes, you
Layla.
can't walk away from this, but we will still be watching you. She smiles.
I feel like since I made a convincing argument, I need to say yes.
I mean, look, I share your conviction about not wanting to be tied to anything, but this is, as far as working within as animal control, no ties to us, friends in high places, a nice hefty sum, especially if we do good work. We're not doing this for gold, but I mean, hell, if we're gonna do this long term, gold helps.
Perhaps. this
And the
could be
chance
good
to
for
do
the
some
future
actual
wardens.
good, especially during wartime. We're not picking sides, but innocent people could be harmed. If we can nip this in the bud, even if we have to, work as animal control, I think it'd be foolish not to. This is a great way to do this.
Wait, did she say animal control?
Yes.
That will be on the
Animal
books.
Control.
I'm using the official stories terms to what we're doing.
I will.
I see.
There are two sets of paperwork here,
Please.
Miss Jesliann. One of them is to the Ogden Trust, and one is to the Crown's Guard Official Guild, just reporting for finances and reasons for payment.
I see. Thank you.
Well,
the
I
adventurers,
suppose
that
I
is.
will reluctantly say yes.
So, and keep in mind for everyone, while I do think it's in our interest to assist, we can all back out. I am still of the mind that we have the choice in this situation, even if it is not in our favor.
We wouldn't be a very
But-
good spy network if we didn't let you out.
All in
we
favor
run away.
of helping them out.
Rob, before I answer, did Gideon ever tell me anything about any connections of Dragon Thought in Nagarat?
Ooh, you have to make a history check for that.
Ooh.
Who keeps on doing the?
You did one, Cari.
I did one. in
Every time we do
response
this,
to
her
that.
thing does it. See?
-1 on history with an
Elsa's?
18.
An 18?
I don't know. It keeps
Jodie's
on going
gets a
up
little-
on the side.
It's
Yeah, every time you
Jodie
salute.
just doing it.
clearly
Oh, okay.
Jodie.
So
It's my affirmative design. I agree. That's what it is.
Oh, so that's why I did mine. Because I was like, what is that?
Because my
Okay,
cat-
I
because
get
my-
it now.
Because my camera's off, I can't raise my hand, so I did that.
gotcha.
Wait,
Oh,
I have a response for this 1 second.
That's
Okay. So, Mesh, you do know that the Jagantoths, have connections to a lot of other things that are influencing them that are outside of their family. So they seem to be connected with a larger criminal network that you are not aware of. Like beyond, like they seem to be making an impact in the town without really dealing much with the other people, the other families there. Somehow they have a massive distribution channel. And they are very good at let's just say your existence within the Jagantoth is an example in and of itself that you're not even sure, based off of your conversations with them, if you were originally discovered by them or if you were poached, because they're really good at taking what they want, whether it was originally theirs or not. So if they're influenced here, you're not in such, like, your thoughts are going a bit wild. Could this be the Jagantoths? Could it be their distribution from Shady Creek to here? Could it be their other distribution channels are stopping here on their way to Shady Creek? What's the purpose of their arrival, etc., etc.? Like, that's what you guys are basically needing to investigate. And then Telva, excuse me, not Tavin. Spoonerized the name a bit.
Kevin.
Telva. She says, I will write you this note. And she starts writing this, and this is just for Cari to key in on. This is the official nature of the quest. I am hiring you for 2,000 gold and a get out of jail free card upon
2,500.
Let me finish. 2,000 gold upon negotiations. 2,500, excuse me. Furthermore, if you are able to procure correct information that is verifiable by my sources, it will be a bonus 500 on top. Will be sent to you directly upon your upon confirmation. So we will give that to you at a later time. The information that I'm requiring of you is that you are to A, infiltrate the righteous brand in Nogvarat alone. You are to discover which soldiers and or higher ups are accepting bribes, specifically from Shady Creek Run. And if possible, I would like to know which criminal families are paying the crooked officials. If you can provide all of those things, I will pay you upon completion. You have 2 days.
To figure this out?
That is correct. Time is of the essence, and we have reason to believe that the people in town will be leaving soon. If they are a part of a syndicate, or if they're a part of Shady Creek, or if they're just corrupt officials, we believe that whatever is happening with this, if we don't act quickly, they will leave town quickly, and we will lose our time.
Okay,
So we have to act today.
Right, okay, thank you very much.
Well, hang on.
All
That's
of your bills have been taken care of at your official place of residence. I have also requested a secondary room upon request if you guys would like it.
Oh,
And if you would like to transfer to stay at a different location, that can be arranged.
well, an upgrade in our accommodation would be greatly appreciated.
They have nice pancakes though.
Whatever you would like, I have already paid for it. So all you have to do is talk with the inn that you're currently staying at about the accommodations that you request, and it will be done.
Okay.
So just to confirm for all of us, we in?
Now that I found out it's specifically to this city, absolutely.
Caidi?
One request to you, Tilda.
Who's that?
Everything will be off the books. I understand that.
Who's Tilda?
But
Silver.
Telva.
was no, not. Oh, I thought it was Tilda.
I'm pulling your leg. I don't really care if you get my name wrong.
You will probably mention our names to someone, probably someone above your chain of command. The only request I have is that you are the only one who knows about us. But in terms of name, in terms of our group name, that when you refer to us, you will use something more generic, like the mercenaries or something. That our names will never be mentioned outside.
In what context? Like
in any context.
No.
Except for helping the animals.
Did you say no?
No, absolutely not.
Why?
Because we already know who you are.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that hand has already been hit, Caidi.
The cat is already.
You're already officially licensed inside of the guild business. All I have to do is amend it to add this gentleman to your roster.
Okay.
That is great.
Look, Kate, I know you're worried. Like I said before, friends in high plate. We work with this.
Oh.
Okay.
We're only one of many spy networks, but this is the one that's
Can
official.
you also change our name from Delta Explorers to Delta etc. because we have.
Write down your
more
request
info
and
now.
I'll make it done.
Okay,
Just
I'll
put
do
it
that.
in the note.
So if
are we married to that?
I don't remember agreeing to that.
I don't know.
How about
I don't want to be a
we
part of your
workshop
adventurous
that?
squabbles. Just yes or no.
Yes, yeah. Let's.
Yes.
Katie.
Yes. Fine.
Shiva.
Yes.
I sigh and yes.
Thank you. We are in for your control.
She picks up the quill, she whispers into it, and
Animal
then
control.
the quill glows green. And then she turns to her notebook, and she goes back a couple pages before the quill started. Goes back to the page prior, and she pulls out a slip of paper that's folded. She unfolds it, and she puts the contract in front of you. She writes down and scribbles some things out, which, as it turns out, it is her amending the contract based off of Jesliann's request and what she promised you. And there's a dotted line for all of you to sign at the bottom.
Okay.
You can sign your adventuring name. You can assign your personal names. I don't really give a shit because it's official according to the pen. So whatever.
Okay.
Sign what you
I'm
like.
happy to sign. Jesliann will sign.
Can I sign individual names?
I think we all have to sign individually. Yeah.
Well, she said either as a vendor name or individual names. We can choose either.
Although I will need your individual name, points at Dante, because you're not a part of the group yet. So if you want to sign the adventure name, then you have to. You're not a part of it yet. So just for the sake of the signing the contract, it's weird, stupid shit. But yeah, just sign it, sir.
Oh, okay.
I sign it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'll write on our group name, and then Dante can sign as well. Yeah.
Perfect. I will also
that will be
guarantee
up
that
to
you
me.
will not be
It doesn't
tailed
roll
by
this
my
time.
associates in town now that you've signed this document. Unless you
Don't
request
say
a
that,
personal guard.
it's Dante.
No,
Brandon was really nice to us. I like him.
Who?
we shouldn't have
Guard
any
that we
person.
talked to, he signed his name on the bottom.
Oh, he's not one of mine.
Oh, never mind. He was nice.
We shouldn't have any. guests
He's
with us
just
anyway.
nervous. I'm
Unless-
gonna fire him. That's all.
Wait, what?
He's fine.
Why are you firing him?
He's just a
Why
new guy.
fire
He
him?
thinks that everyone's
Have
gonna
you
fire him.
Did you see the Crown's guard who stamped our papers in the other room? He was sweating buckets. Of course they're nervous.
Yeah, he doesn't like other people watching him while he does anything. It's pretty normal.
Right.
Imagine
Would
being a
you?
pencil pusher and that's your only job, and then you got a bunch of muscle heads behind you watching your every thing. He's just a nervous guy. He's all right.
I don't.
So,
Tailva.
He's also not supposed to know what's
Is there
going
any
on.
Is there any information you might know just about the who we're chasing? Is we're chasing the righteous brand? That's who we're chasing.
Infiltrating.
Yeah, infiltrating the righteous brand. Anything we should know in terms of any likely suspects you might have within it? If there's anything to know, and any important information that we should know that you might have and we might not yet.
She smiles and she's like, that calls for another cup of tea. And that is where we're going to finish today's game.
okay.
Ooh.
I thought we were drinking coffee.
Because you signed the paperwork, so now she can share
It
more
was tea,
info.
and then it was coffee, and then it was tea.
Yeah.
Oh, it was tea, then coffee, then tea?
I don't think I ever said coffee, but yes.
You did.
You did say coffee
did.
once.
You
Fuck
said-
off, I
You
did
did say
not.
coffee once.
I've done that before.
Come on.
So, still going to sneak into the.
Well, I think
I
that's
feel
going to do
like
it for me. I know
Calvin
Harry
should
needs to
provide
go,
us
so I'm
with
just going to
some-
kind of get you
with some
guys off the
biscuits.
stream for the time being. That way
Yeah.
Harry can leave whenever he wants. But thank you guys so much
Okay.
for watching.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I hope y'all took notes. Yes. Thank you,
Is it
Diaz.
Thursday yet?
I did. I actually did take notes this time.
This is an adventure that I didn't quite prepare a lot for, but you guys took 2 hours of me doing nothing, so that was nice.
It sounded like you
Yeah.
did. I thought you did.
See, I
No.
told you, Rob.
Well,
you
Cari,
did a good job.
I didn't even have to talk for but like
Rob done such
30
a good
minutes
job
today,
that
so
he tricked me. I fully prepared that. Oh my god.
Deceitful.
I mean, I have literally an adventure hook, and I just went with that, and that's it.
Wow.
So I took notes of you guys mostly because Caidi gave me a bunch of shit that I didn't have any record of, and I went through his entire backstory today, and it wasn't even in there what he was telling you guys. So I was like, I'll have to talk with Goldy about that later.
Goldie, I think you're muted.
You're muted, Goldy.
Yeah, you're muted.
I'm so sorry, Rob. I was like, okay, I need to give this information. I need to talk to Rob as well about it.
Yeah.
I do apologize.
Made references to somebody in Rexentrum that literally isn't in his
Yeah, I
background
know,
at all.
I know,
There's
I
a
know,
name
I
there
know,
that
I
I'm
know.
like, I didn't write that name down, but there's another person
I'm
with a similar name
sorry.
that might be this person, but we'll see how it goes when he goes to talk to that person because they don't know he exists.
We'll talk. We'll talk later.
All right, well, that was fantastic. Also, I would like to give Harry inspiration for today. He did a absolutely spectacular job.
I think I
Not
already
only
have
keeping you
inspiration.
guys managed
True.
and on task,
Oh,
but also
You're a
like
leader.
he did a great job
Double
with
inspiration
Yeah.
Oh, then Harry, you can give your inspiration to someone that doesn't have it if you'd like.
Ooh.
Who does not have
Who hasn't got
inspiration currently?
I got inspiration.
Carrie and
didn't
Shifa are
you?
missing inspiration.
I have to look at my sheet.
So you can give it to Layla
don't
or you can give
have
it to
it.
Shifa if you want, Dante. That way you guys could, because
Oh, man.
it's basically a shared resource at this
Roll for
point.
Roll
I
for
have
it,
a
yeah.
coin.
Do you want to roll for it, rollies? You two?
Wait.
Yeah, fuck it.
Jodie, do you not have
Me
it?
too.
Two rollies.
Okay, all three of you rollies, go.
Inspiration.
Wait.
Oh,
To roll
D20.
who has the highest?
D20.
Roll
Yeah,
20.
D20. Whoever has
Harry
the
can
highest gets
choose.
My favorite.
You can choose your favorite number. You can choose who's rolled higher. You can
Well,
choose who
rolled
rolled
a
lowest.
D20. Okay, well I definitely lost because I rolled a 2.
Okay.
it. You don't know how I'm gonna judge it yet.
That's true.
No.
We don't.
Okay.
Harry can just
If it's
be
lowest
the
number, I'll probably win.
the arbiter of success here and just decide.
Mm.
5.
Carrie, what is that?
18.
18,
Oh, well,
5,
Carrie, you
and
won.
2.
That doesn't help with
Highest-
you.
Carrie,
You still
it
got
doesn't
highest
focus.
She's got a magic crystal die. That's cheating.
Magic
It's my
crystal.
first dice that I bought.
She wins with the magic crystal die.
You
Okay.
added the magical
Harry gets it.
bit.
Carrie gets it. Okay, Carrie gets the inspiration.
Thank you, Golden Snitch.
Highest gets it.
It is magic.
It is. I wrote.
Now, Cari, if you could just PayPal me that $50 you.
You're not supposed to touch him.
I will try to see if we can set up a game that does not conflict with our schedules and do it maybe on a Sunday at this time, somewhere down the pipeline. Harry,
Message me
so
so I
Carrie's got stuff. I will make sure that I can get a physical message to Jodie because I know that talking with
Physical
Carrie is.
message. Wow. You
Well, yes,
send
I'll
in
send it by
post?
passenger pigeon.
Cari,
No, we're gonna do a 011 bit like
No, no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
He's sending it by
You promised
pigeon.
me-
I'm sending it by pigeon.
Yeah, by pigeon.
By meta
You promised
pigeon.
me a Sinistea. Where's my Sinistea?
That
It's right here.
poor pigeon.
I'm holding it hostage until you finish your quest.
Come visit us.
So hang on. Also, just before we
I'll come-
continue,
I'll
just to
come
make sure
visit
I've got
this, yeah.
just to make sure I've got the quest correct. 2,000 gold to sneak into the righteous brand and seek out the corruption within. We get 500 gold extra
From negotiations.
500, then 500
From
extra.
negotiations.
for the what? Sorry.
500 for
From
negotiations. Free get out of jail free. Basically, like if you guys come into problems with Crown's Guard, she'll amend your issues. It's literally just a blank check
Okay.
to get you out of jail, which is
one
actually a
time.
blank check because getting certain things and certain crimes can be exorbitant amounts of money. I don't know if you've known that, but it's really expensive. But within reason, I think is probably the addendum to that, because like if you guys are caught with like attempt at the crown, you're toast. So, but that's like
really.
a very obvious reason. But the other is that
it's
you
like,
get
it's like get out of jail free for understandable things.
correct. If you can correctly
more honey.
if you can correctly indict
Lots of it.
a official as well as a specific family from Shady Creek Run, you will get a bonus 500 gold at a later time.
Total 3,000.
And the jail free card is again just taking the job, which is part of Jesliann's kind of persuasion check. That was the 19 plus. So very well done on that. Not a lot of rolls today, but some of them were very good.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, I did one good roll, and it was that charisma check. Everything else was bad.
I will give you her full
Sometimes all you
name.
need is one.
Her full name is Telva Cornrath.
Helva Cornrath, okay.
C-O-R-N, like
Cornrath.
corn of the macabre, and then wrath is in one of the 7 deadly sins.
Okay, so Telva Cornrath.
Yes, Diaz actually got the quest correct. Very well done in the chat. I'm gonna close the stream here. Great job, everyone. Again, we're gonna try to move the game to a Sunday when Harry's free, and that works for all of us. I'm gonna say right now that attempt is gonna be monthly. Just
Wait, a Sunday?
we'll try to make it a Sunday monthly, if
But
possible.
that's a Sunday is when the Mesh's game is.
Again,
That's
if
nice.
Mesh
But
doesn't
that's
run it every week,
free.
then it's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
And assuming this could just be on the weekend of Community Day, which is on the Saturday. So on the Sunday of Community Day, we would probably be doing this.
Sunday of Community Day?
This?
Okay, what?
Community
What
is
is
on a
this?
Sunday.
Community Day, we don't have Saturday D&D. So we'll have Sunday D&D this week.
If the community day is on Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
No,
my
no,
thought
no.
process.
Yeah.
That's my thought process.
Bogota is on
But
But
Sunday.
again, I don't know when your
Sunday,
games are
if it
going to
is a
be,
Sunday.
Harry, and I don't know when Shifa's games are going to be, or Mesh's games are going to be. So we'll have to just talk about that. We'll probably try to schedule it
that's what-
for
Yeah.
either the end of this month, like one of the last 2 weeks of this month, or we could just book it like in February. Will be
Yeah.
maybe the next game. We'll see.
Okay.
I will say that Sundays that are on Mark's old rotation, because I'm still part of that game, can be used because I'm obviously just playing in those ones, and then they like end at 7, and then I jump in at like 9:30. So that for me
Gives you a
like,
2 hour
is fine.
window. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the Sundays where I wouldn't have that game, is now going to be replaced the other game I'm running for friends, but that hasn't got set up yet. So that one's in the air about timing and specifics and all that sort
Yeah.
of stuff.
Well,
So
we're just
that
going
will
to keep
be
it flexible for the
later.
time being. But yeah, that's kind of the goal
Days in
here.
One day. That's a lot.
It's also possible, like, if we really like it, maybe we can do like a Friday night game, but it would have to be late. Like, it would be like an hour
Friday
later.
night.
Then it would
That's
be
a
like
Friday night for you.
8:30 p.m. my time, so
You-
about an hour later than normal, Dante.
Would that be like after?
I don't think it can be 8:30, Rob, because unless wait, you're not working.
I don't work late anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna be like,
Yeah.
you usually get home after 8:30.
I know, but I don't work late
That
anymore.
would be 11 o'clock for us, Jodie, in the morning.
I wouldn't be against that, but I might take
Again,
that as
it's not going to be a
case-by-case
regular
basis.
thing.
Yeah,
Ideally, it's
just
going to
an
be a
option,
monthly
I'd
or
say.
a twice a month type thing is what we're going to shoot for.
Yeah.
Okay.
So again, we're just talking about this on stream just to let you guys know what we're thinking. Of course, this can be subject to change, and it might just pop up in your feed live random. So who cares? See you guys.